It is going.
I just realized
Oh!
That's the second time you've done that.
Yeah, I just realized I don't
Wait, hold on.
count backwards.
I gotta keep it for you, Evan.
Oh boy.
Okay. So while they share memes, last we left off, you guys completed the quest for good mead. You also, upon returning, you met both of the candidates for the good mead election. One of which is a woman who's had roots tied to good mead since its founding, and the other one came up and took one look at Arpax and called him fucking ugly, and that's what we have to do. So,
Yeah.
what are you guys gonna do?
I wish to pull my rapier and pierce this man's skull. Not really, but yeah, I wish.
But currently, you guys are in the mead hall.
Okay.
I'll get some mead.
Okay. You I think you were already served mead upon entry by the lizard folk guy who cooks.
Yeah.
His name is so far up the chat that I am not even gonna look for it.
It is.
Olivessa?
It starts with no. That's the
No, it's
Olivessa is the
starts with a D.
Mercury.
Mercu.
Oh, Mercury.
Yeah, Mercu. Yeah.
Olivessa is the town speaker candidate who came up to you guys and was like, "Hey, I am the person who made those casts of ale. Good for you. Hey, do you guys want this job? Because they want me to do it and I don't want to do it." But you guys, I think you guys agreed to kind of just hang around the mead hall and get the bearing of the land. Of like how the town maybe feels about its current candidates, yada yada yada. Maybe meet the other candidate, which you did.
I'm glad
Shandar Froth.
we managed to get that message out too. To
Darlington.
Yeah,
Did you
you
write-
did.
Shandor down? Just Shandor Froth, just to make sure I spell it right. For his fucking gravestone.
He is one letter off from Shandir, which is one of the town's names. No correlation, just an A instead of an E. Shandar versus Shandir. Which is weird.
What is Olivessa up to?
She is currently she came in with you guys, but she's off. She was kind of dragged away by a couple of townsfolk just to talk. So she's currently talking to people. She is a human, and Shandar Froth is a shield dwarf.
Oh.
Question. What time is it? Because I think we all need to sleep.
It is.
That's like
You guys woke up.
4 days.
You guys did wake up, so it is in like you guys arrived in the morning.
Okay.
So what time is it exactly?
You got up, I would say around 8 o'clock, and you traveled 8 hours back to town.
Okay. So it's probably like 6.
Yeah. So it's in the evening to an extent.
I pass out.
Yeah, you pass out on the table, just bump.
Yeah, I just looked at my screen. 3 exhaustion.
Yeah, you're out like a fucking light.
Yeah.
You're out like a fucking light.
Too hot.
Oh, I'm getting a weather alert.
Yeah, it's a severe thunderstorm over here.
I just got that. That's heading our way.
Am I in the good zone? I am in
The real bad zone.
Uh,
I'm gonna blow away tonight.
I am bordering on the really bad zone.
Oh no! I was making a joke. I'm sorry. I made it real.
Hey, you manifested it. So,
You manifested
currently-
the destiny.
currently, you do have Shandar Froth, who's not sitting at your table, but is standing with one foot up on the bench, looking at you guys.
What a smug bitch.
He wanted to come. He wanted to come over and say hi to the people that got the shipment back.
Is he right next to me by chance?
He's across from Declan, and you're like to Declan's left. So not immediately in front of you, but close enough.
I'm looking disheveled, tired,
Annoyed.
half dead, very annoyed that he's near us.
while this is going on, I'm gonna go in the back and make everybody a plate of food,
Mhm.
and then seeing that Maelstrom just passed out on the table, I'm gonna make him like a little lunchbox for later when he wakes up.
Yeah.
So I'll go in the back doing that while this is.
You guys were given some freshly cooked fox from Mercure,
Oh,
Yeah,
great,
okay.
my fox.
which is currently on the table, but you guys did eat some of it.
Yeah.
So
But I'm gonna go and I guess I'll just go make Maelstrom a little lunchbox for when he wakes up.
like one of those TikToks where they feed their dogs. It's like, time to feed my son. Chicken head, liver. It's like, what kid are you having? And it's found out that it's a fucking German Shepherd. So you make him that.
Yeah, but just while this is going on. So
Yeah, you have like slight conversation with Mercure while you both work in the kitchen. He's cleaning stuff down, but you're cooking some stuff. Declan and Arpax.
So is he at our table?
Yeah, he's across from your table, like on the opposite bench.
I'm sorry, who are you?
The name is Shandar Froth.
Never heard of you.
Oh, I'm one of the candidates
Fuck off.
for.
I'm gonna go get a couple beers.
Get me an extra one too, please, if you would.
I'll get a third.
Thank you.
He just watches you walk off, and he goes, "Charming." He holds out his hand to you, Declan. He goes, "Shandar Froth."
Okay, so he's looking at a Minotaur that is beat up, bloodied, ripped clothes, like one eye half like swollen shut. And he just kind of looks at his hand, looks back up at him, and he just goes, "My name is Declan Tiberius Caldwell." I don't shake his hand.
And he just slowly like retracts the fingers and just slowly puts it down. Like,
Yeah.
okay. He goes, "Well, I just wanted to say, I heard about your avenging of the previous town speaker, and I just wanted to say that you did good me a great service. I wanted to say thank you."
We know what we did. Listen,
Okay.
our first instinct was not violence, but it was brought on accidentally.
You did what you had to do, you know. And I admired that. I
It
admired
could have
that.
been done differently. What exactly? So you're running to be the new speaker here?
Yes.
Why would anyone want to be a speaker? I'm sorry, but 10 Towns kind of is difficult.
It is difficult, but it's a heavy burden that some of us must weigh for the betterment of 10 Towns. You know, I don't take it lightly, but I'm ready to step up to the plate.
Well, what exactly are you going to bring to Goodmead?
I'm going to. One of my things that I'm immediately going to do is increase the militia so that accidents like this never happen. I have a few good friends who can help buff up the defenses, get more swords, get more shields and bows, and, you know,
Well, last
really.
I checked, you had an active militia, and they all died.
But that's because they didn't have the proper training, nor did we have the numbers for it.
Oh, I see. So you're going to set up like a training center, yes?
Yes.
Where are you getting the money for that?
I have a few wealthy friends that are
Well, you
willing
have
to
a
help
lot of
with that.
friends. Maybe they want to be speaker instead of you, because it seems like you need to look to others for help instead of getting stuff done yourself.
I have a feeling this is coming from somewhere real.
He goes, but I know how to manage them.
Declan's anarchist banjo begins to hit.
Would I come back at some point?
You do.
He takes off his rope and he's got a patch vest underneath.
So you're like, Solwyn knows what it is. No knows what's up. Solwyn knows what's up, motherfuckers. You come back, do the table.
Okay. Carrying 3 drinks is just real difficult sometimes. Accidents sometimes happen. Be a real shame if I accidentally dropped one of them onto him.
I would like for you to roll me a deception check to see if you can if you can actively like make that you tripping and knocking over one of the drinks look like an accident rather than on purpose. So
This is a very busy place.
It's a very busy place, but all eyes are on him and you guys. So
Yes. Well, that's a 9.
that's a 9.
No.
You kind of do the whoa and just dump it off like right on his
Wouldn't
like
it be
side.
based on his insight?
That true. True.
He could roll an 8.
That is true. I'm gonna use my gold dice.
Is he being distracted by Declan?
He is slightly distracted.
Does that
Okay,
give
okay.
advantage?
I will give disadvantage to his insight.
Good.
Okay, first one was an 11 on the die.
Like how many
Declan is
advantages
like-
can we give our boy?
Yeah.
Me.
Declan is grilling this man, so his
he
attention
got,
definitely
he got a
up.
7.
Oh,
so-
it feels so good.
So you dump it right down his chest.
Oh no.
He just kind of looks at you, and his entire face goes from like pale to bright red almost
No.
immediately.
And I'm immediately walking away to go take my beer over to my friend Olaves over here.
And you see Declan, you watch as Shandar watches Arpax walk away. His eye begins to twitch.
The accidents happened. We did just fight, you know, a
Yes.
troll, some verbeeks, a polar bear.
Yes. Accidents do happen. I hold no grudge. And you can see he's like,
Can I make an insight check on that?
yes, you can.
Ooh. Okay. What's my insight? I don't have insight, so it's a 16.
He is like trying his best not to throw a tantrum. This man is kind of doing the toddler thing of like practically holding your breath until you turn purple.
Oh, I don't mean to pry, but it looks like just
It
a
was
little bit of
nice to meet
stress.
you.
A little bit of stress was just enough to really get you going. That doesn't seem like something a good speaker should have. You know, patience is a virtue, and that is a virtue you don't seem to possess.
He smiles.
Got to throw a punch.
He
punch.
smiles. He smiles. He goes, "Have a lovely evening," and he just walks away.
Oh,
And he just goes, "Have a lovely evening" through gritted teeth, and he makes a beeline for the door. But you see, as he walks towards the door, about 5 other people who seemingly are like his friends and or bodyguards go, "Oh shit," and just run after him. Like, we gotta go with him.
after he leaves, I look around everyone and I go, "You really want him as your speaker?"
You see a couple of people kind of go, yeah.
Arpax makes a big show of like patting Olaves on the back. Olaves, I got you a drink, my friend.
Oh god. You kind of scare the shit out of her as you go, "Whoa!" She's like, "Oh, thank you. And she takes the drink and just kind of like, as you put your arm around her. It's like, yeah, what are you doing? Like, she looks so scared.
I whisper in her ear, "We're winning you the election. Because
Oh.
fuck that guy."
Okay. Are you sure none of you want it?
Fortunately not. We've got a lot of work to do.
Okay, well, that's fine. I mean, if you want to put a good word in, maybe talk some people up, that'd be nice, but I don't want to trouble you because you guys did do a lot.
And he raises his voice immediately. You mean like how you helped get us here so that we could help deal with the threat that was threatening this town? I'm glad you got a hold of us.
I would
Just
like-
you to call.
I would like for you to do a performance check.
I'm no better at that.
But I will say, since you did help the town, I would give you advantage for it.
Good, because that first one was a 2.
Oh, Jesus.
That's a 13 total.
Okay. You do see a couple people, like, yeah, and they clap when you do that. You do see a lot of people saw what happened with Shandar and are kind of like, And then you're out here like, woo, this bitch is great. And they're like, eh. So you've slated the minds a little bit of the populace. But an hour passes, and Olivessa does come up to you guys. She brings you Arpax back to the main table where Maelstrom is still passed out.
Yep.
And she goes, so do you have lodging anywhere, or are you in need of it?
If you're willing to offer a room, I think we could definitely use it.
And she looks towards the rest of you to confirm.
Yeah, we own a home, but that's in Lonelywood, so we're
Oh.
kind of homeless here.
I have a spare room. I don't have much in terms of bed space for you, but it it's warm.
The floor works as well. It's okay.
Well, if you are finished up here, I can escort you to my house, and you can bed down for the night.
Thank you.
You might want to wake up your friend, but gently. He looks like he needs the nap.
Hello, Maelstrom.
Pork meat? Do you think you could just carry him? I would offer to do it, but I'm not very strong.
Pork meat.
Pork
meat.
sausage. I apologize.
Gross enough.
The mead has tempered my mind.
Between the exhaustion and the mead.
Yeah.
So is someone gonna carry him?
Yeah, Pork will.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, he'll come out and be like, "Oh, still sleeping. We got a room tonight."
Yes.
All right. Sounds good.
You just need to follow me.
Oh, okay, sounds good. I'll put his little knapsack tied around my belt, and then I'll go over and try to fireman carry Maelstrom over my shoulders.
Nice. Yep, you do. You pick him up, and you guys You guys leave the warmth of the meat hall, met with cold air naturally. But she brings you to her house, which is right here, which is close to where you see a building of the Shrine of the Flaming Sword. It is an unkept building. It doesn't look like it's been, well cared for a while. And she goes, right this way. Locks you in, unlocks the door, and it's a tiny one-story house, but she brings you to a guest room that has a single bed. And she goes, I have a few more pillows, and but I can get you blankets. Wait right here. And she just kind of runs off and comes back with about 4 blankets and about 5 pillows.
Just lay Maelstrom on the bed.
Sleeping Beauty style.
Yeah.
Where? You see, she walks over and just throws a blanket over him. There you go. Would you like tea? Anything before you bed down for the night?
If anything, probably just No, I'm good. I'm good. I changed my mind. I'm good.
I just sleep. That's all I need.
I will be in just across the hallway if you need anything.
Thank you
Same
very
goes
much.
for you.
Yep.
And she shuts the door behind her, and you all kind of bum, 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 individually just bam, 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 bam.
I am out.
So a long rest gets rid of
One.
1 level. So Devox, you now have only 2 levels of
I
exhaustion.
have 1.
Yay.
Maybe we should bed down here for a couple days to deal with the issue.
But morning comes, and all of you are awoken by a ding, ding, ding on the door.
I'll get up, open the door. Morning.
You see it's Olivessa, and she currently has a tray with a kettle and a couple of little scones with a little pot of butter and 1 pot of jelly. Good morning. I thought you guys might be hungry.
Morning, Olivessa. Thank you.
I'm pretty sure Maelstrom's starving. But
No.
I'll look over to Maelstrom. How are you doing, buddy?
So she's standing there with food.
Yes.
I also made you a
Making
lunchbox.
no attempt to actually stand up, I'm going to drag myself across the floor.
You
Towards
plop yourself.
food.
You plop yourself off the bed and onto the floor and just crawl.
Yeah. I finally tasted sleep, and I don't want to leave it.
She sees you crawling, but she like kneels down and like holds out the tray close to you so you don't have to reach up.
Like a bowl of cereal or something on it.
No, there's like a pile of scones, some butter and jam that you can spread on them, and like a cup of tea.
I'll be right back. My cat stole a D6.
It's gonna,
Oh god!
That's not a
I'm just
D4.
gonna like shove my face into the tea. Into a cup of tea.
Wow, you really needed your sleep.
They won't stop dying.
No.
I'll just crouch down and start patting the top of the. There, buddy.
Just laughing at fucking tea.
Just going on full on cat. But she goes, I don't have that much food here, but yeah, I thought, since you did a good thing, you deserve a nice breakfast.
This is very kind. Thank you.
I
No.
hope it's not too much of a burden on you.
If anything, I'll look to the rest of the group. Maybe ask around town, see what they feel about this Throth guy.
Probably, yeah, I'm down for that.
All of this really quick. If he just happened to wash up on the shore drowned one day, do you think they'd be too suspicious?
Yes,
Okay. I figured. It's always worth a shot.
I would be suspicious.
Look, he's not a good guy. He's not your can. I really hate that we are having to force you into a role that you do not like. I wish there was a better solution.
I will take it if no one else does. But if there's someone else who really wants it, they can have it. But if it ends up being me, I've come to terms with it. It's just a few more gray hairs, but I'm getting them anyway. So what's the point?
I can. It might not be much comfort, but if I survive trying to end this eternal winter,
Oh, that's a lofty goal.
Yes, I know, but it is necessary for the betterment of my people and yours.
Oh yes.
One of the reasons why I came here to study it, the eternal winter.
Ooh.
I mean, okay, since we're sharing, I was just a chef on a boat that ported.
Oh,
Kind of met these guys, and the rest is history.
I'm not really in much of a condition to talk.
There, I'll just keep petting them.
Yes. The tribes out here in the plain, food has become scarcer, so that is why I came in, hoping to find some clues on how to end it.
Well, I wish you luck, and I can understand why you don't want to be speaker. That is a much nobler goal
Trust
than
me,
politics.
I would love to be speaker. But between this town and my experience with the other tribes, I might be able to unite some kind of unification that would benefit both. But I want to make sure that this winter ends. So I will promise you this: that if I survive trying to end this, and I end it with my friends, assuming they want to end it, I will come back here to help you, because it is the least I can do for forcing you into this position.
Well, I would always like a bodyguard. So, if that is I know you said you had property in Lonelywood, if I do not want to take you from that, but I will not deny extra layer of protection, because considering what happened with our previous speaker, I'm gonna need it.
if things look okay, if we're able to kind of stop this winter from happening, and Lonelywood seems like a decent place, I do have half a mind to stay around and, work at the ramshackle full time.
And
Second that, some of these folks around here ain't too bad.
10
I quite like
towns.
Lonelywood too.
10 towns is a bit. Some of it is an acquired taste, but for the most part, people. It's the conditions allow for people to connect a lot easier. kind of survival thing, but this winter definitely has divided a lot of people, but has brought a lot of people together as well. So it's 10 Towns is very unique in that way. But if you guys decide to stay in either town of 10 Towns, I think it would be for the betterment.
Well,
However,
just hope we can survive.
I hope so too. It's I would not want to go against the Frost Maiden myself, but good for you. But you guys eat your breakfast. You guys drink your tea. What are you guys planning on doing?
While we're eating and all that,
Mhm.
boys, I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna
Cast
tune
fireball.
to. No, I don't have that yet. I think I'm gonna tune to the Psy Crystal again.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay. I have to go
Want
back to that.
on our radar.
Tourmaline. Go back. Go to the. Okay. So you attune to it?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Roll me a D100.
If anything weird happens, just
I will tell you whatever happens.
Yeah.
Usually this. So what I think I've been trying to figure it out. I think what happens is once I attune to this, I get some sort of craving. I am not much of, I'm not really a pursuer of alcohol often, but I felt a very distinct urge to consume alcohol when I had this attuned. I don't know if it'll be the same, but I'll keep you in the loop. And when I finish attuning, I get a 10.
Reroll it.
Is that the same?
Yeah. I'm not doing
You
that.
suddenly crave flesh.
Uh,
Your type becomes undead.
that was a 99.
99.
The complete opposite spectrum. I thought it was a 9 at first.
I've discovered. Here's what it is. I've discovered that I really like killing people. You really like it.
I was joking.
You look back to that verb egg, and you're like, you know what? I'm glad I fucking killed them. I'm glad they're fucking dead. I'm proud of that. I took enjoyment out of that.
You know?
Instant anti-PTSD.
You guys see as he attunes to it,
attuning, yeah.
his eyes just kind of go dull. Just like a real shift in personality.
good there. Bud.
I think I'm okay. I was just thinking about that fight. You know, the troll. I really enjoyed killing that troll.
That doesn't seem right.
And that Verbig. I don't know. I thought I would feel bad about it, but it was fun.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they were gonna go and try to bone.
I can't wait to see what else stands in our way, just to strike them down. Well, let's get going, huh? What do we want to do today?
You hear as you sit with the crystal, you hear a
Yeah.
as you get a sense of again
The
somewhere over the mountain, somewhere up there.
Oh, I'm also the stress beacon is also going off again. Still the mountain.
Well, at least it hasn't moved, so I guess it can't be that bad.
Mm-hmm. I would like to try and venture out there at some point.
Well, what's the highest point? King Kong? Karen?
Kerkonig?
Kelvin's Cairn
Kelvin's
is
Cairn is the
the
highest point.
Yeah.
it's the highest point in Icewind.
Well,
But
if we,
I'm feeling it from the spine of the world, yeah.
Let me double check because it's a quest. Let's see.
It's like I forget how big this map is. Like we're so zoomed in on just 10 towns.
Yeah, I
it's
know.
The north. We're in. Oh. We are in.
Yeah.
we are
It just
in Canada.
says. It just says. Let's see.
Actually, no. This would be Russia.
character who returns to this crystal, the madness does not. Oh well. Hear a repeating telepathic distress signal. In the mountains. It doesn't say so, so I'm gonna say it's in this general area.
Somewhere in the mountains. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it doesn't exactly say where.
There is this like lone little mountain.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say in it more so in this like area. Right.
Okay. That's fine.
So, but it's repeating that. So like every like 2 minutes, it's just.
Okay.
But you kind of immediately, you know what? You can kind of tune it out once you get used to it.
Yeah.
But it's there. So you tune to it, you get the benefits of the Psi Crystal magic item, which I will tell you.
I have
Yep, cool.
Telepathic link requires attunement, 120-foot telepathy, light for 15 feet, and dim for an additional 15 feet.
Yep.
So I can one-on-one
Now,
telepathically speak to people.
just as a fail safe, if start acting a little weird, is there a way I can just like snatch it off you? So you aren't in your right mind space,
Well, I mean,
or is it like in your skull?
It's attached to his forehead.
yeah, it just kind of stuck on
Okay.
my forehead. I don't know if pulling
He
it
got a
off
bit of glue.
would stop the attunement, or if I have to actually.
You'd have to unattune to it to get it off. But it seemingly didn't stop you from unattuning to it before, so you should be fine.
Okay.
I didn't have. I still had my
Free will.
free. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. I still had. I was able to remove it of my own free will. I don't get an urge to keep this attuned to me.
Okay.
So if
Now you think you're fine. You don't have any side effects. Like, I don't really need a
Right.
drink. That's fucking cool.
right, if I do start acting out of sorts, let me know. I'd be more than happy to unattune.
You don't keep you in your place.
Sounds good to me.
Done it once, so can't be as awkward as the first time.
This is true.
So, we're talking to people today, and then what? Said the election's in 8 days, so I figured start marking and come back then. Well, I guess
Yeah, I'd be down.
7 days now.
Yeah, come back morning of
What?
the 8th or the
If
night
you-
of the 7th.
If you guys want, you guys can like go about town, get some more information about maybe the greater, for like not just 10 town problem, but Icewind Dale issues, like more stuff, more like rumors and stories and all that. Or you can do a little bit of bad mouthing on one of the candidates' parts for an hour if you really want to. But or you guys could just fucking leave. That is completely up to you.
Straight up Arpax alleyway to badmouth somebody. So I may just go around and like ask people what they think about like the running candidates
Mm-hmm.
and get a general consensus.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Arpax, you're bad mouthing.
sign my
You're-
petition.
You're learning about it. Declan and Maelstrom, what do you guys do?
I really don't know.
Because you could just go ask. You could just ask around, like, "Hey, what's the dealio with Icewind Dale?" Not you don't have to just
Yeah.
specifically do it because, like I said, you guys can find out stuff about the tales of 10 Town, not 10 Town's quests. Because there are stuff outside of 10
I'll go learn
Towns that
about
you
the
guys
tales.
will. Yeah. Okay. Maelstrom.
If he wants
Yes.
to make it easy today, I did make him that lunchbox. So
Yeah, you are given a lunchbox of food from Pork Sausage, Maelstrom.
I shall. Wait, I have breakfast. I'll save the lunchbox for later.
So what do you want to do for the hour that you're going to be sticking around in town? Everyone else is kind of splitting off, doing their own thing.
Resting.
Resting? Okay. So take like a short rest.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's not gonna get rid of an exhaustion point. However, you just kind of stay in Olivessa's house, and she kind of talks to you. You guys kind of converse.
Yeah. What is
Drink
her?
tea.
What's her opinion on all the speaker nonsense?
Okay. I'll go down the line. Starting off with you because it's easier. She thinks it's necessary. They need someone, and she's like, well, if it has to be anyone, my family's been here since the beginning of Goodmead. She is a part of a lot of she makes the casks that they put their ale in and their mead. She has a lot of she knows a lot of the locals. She grew up with most of them. But she just thinks he's not the right choice. And if it ends up having to be her, she's fine with it. But she didn't want to have that weight of having the town under her care. But she's willing to take it if just so that he doesn't get it. Practically. She also thinks, the whole speaker because they all have to commune with each other. For the most part, each speaker there's a point in time where they all have to meet in Bryn Shandir and talk things over. She thinks that's really stupid. For the most part, she kind of understands that we have to be together, but she feels like each town should be a little bit more independent than oh, Jesus Christ, that scared the fuck out of me. I just see Devin holding up this weird child cut out.
What's going on in the Discord?
Wait, do it again. I want to see it fully.
What the fuck is that?
It does not look like Gwen at all. Okay. But that's what you get. Is that she has a few opinions, but she's willing to take the speaker role if it means he doesn't get it, because she does not think he's fit. Because he's an outsider. He's not someone who's grown up in Goodmead.
Well, if she wants my opinion on it,
yeah, he's open for it.
From what I'm hearing, it seems like they'd make a good speaker. They have their own source of income outside of just taxes or whatever they would collect, so the town wouldn't financially be in trouble. She seems to have a good relationship with the people here. If things do become too much of a burden, she can always hire people to help ease that burden. There's a reason there's captain guards and other professions. And if the traveling to the other town is such a hassle, why not make it a vacation? Make it everyone's problem.
I will say, over the course of just talking to her for an hour, you do kind of give her a bit more confidence of wanting it. You ease her mind a bit. So she's a little bit more willing to kind of take up the role a lot more than she was before. Declan, you're walking around trying to figure out what's going on in Icewind Dale as a whole.
Yeah.
I would like for you to roll me a d20. For the Tale of Ten Town, or Tall Tales of Ten in Ten Town. Yeah.
He rolls a nat 1. He talks to a homeless man who won't stop talking about a badger.
Badger.
I was close. I rolled a 5.
5.
Not quite low enough for the badger man. Gotta earn that.
You kind of you see a bunch of dwarves who are currently shaping wood to either make a house or something, but they're currently shaving off bits and pieces of this large log. And he goes, I did hear a tale a couple of days ago. Nabria Moorskull, right? He's a East Haven fisher. He owned an enchanted fish hook that could catch any magical fish. Well, actually, no, it's a she, not a he. It's a she. My bad. While she and her friends were out on the ice one day, a pair of filthy gnolls attacked them. Could you believe it? Gnolls. They killed her and stole the fishing pole and the hook. And apparently the hunters from East Haven have been trying to track the gnolls to an icy rift in the ground where they're too scared to go further. All of this magic baloney is scaring me.
Could you say again where it was?
This is East Haven.
In East Haven?
I will literally copy and paste the blurb in the Discord.
Thank you.
Nabria, Moorskull.
There's a lot more obscenities in there than you just said.
What? Obscenities?
Yeah, what are all these swear words you added to it?
There, fucking bitch!
What? It's not that. It's totally not that my stream can't see what you posted, therefore they can't. Or no one can argue.
I read it out.
I'm just saying, there's more words.
There's not. But that's the most interesting thing that kind of catches your attention.
Okay.
If you take another hour, you could learn one more.
Does he mention where the rift is, or just a rift somewhere out there?
And icy rift, because he's not from East Haven, he doesn't know.
Oh, East Haven.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
So.
writing it down. All right. Yeah, I'll do one more.
Okay. You spend another hour. Roll me another d20.
And then after this, I'll assume that everyone's done with their business, and I'll head
return back to Oliver's house. Yes.
A 14.
14. This time you see one of the human cask makers currently, like, making one. He goes, well, if you need any some interesting things, someone came in recently and talked about Goblin Scavengers that prowl the tundra on the backs of wolves or in wagons. They also like ambushing travelers on the 10 trail on this side of the mountain pass. Well, a group of trappers found Goblin's fortress in the mountains. Someone should go and get rid of that, because that's causing a lot of problems. I haven't been able to visit my family in Caer Carnig because of it. So, a goblin fortress in the mountains. You guys did also, when you met the goblins who were stealing the shipment, they did say, hey, if you're ever there, just say my name and,
Right.
be
It's in the
cool.
mountains near Caer Carnig.
It's up in the mountains, but like he says, he can't travel the 10 trail because they're ambushing people. It's not up in that area. It's up in the mountains, though.
Okay.
He just can't walk anywhere.
Yeah.
You might get thumped.
All right.
And now
I'll head back.
we'll go with pork sausage. You're currently going around just getting people's opinions.
Yeah.
On okay. Give me just a base insight charisma as you're walking around.
Charisma or insight?
Insight, yeah.
Okay. My insight is decent. It's 19.
19, yeah. So while you're walking around, there's
not many like houses here, so I guess I'll just like go down like Main Street, knock on a door.
Yeah.
If I see someone, I'll approach them and talk to them.
Yeah, practically. Well, you learned that Shandar. There's a little bit of people who back him. They're mainly the loggers, though. The harvesters. A lot of people say that he could be a bit of a bully and a little bit of a blowhard. But his friends, there's nothing he wouldn't do to help them. You learn that he lives with 5 other loggers in a small house on the west side of town. But people like how he's loyal to his friends, and that he does stuff for it. They can kind of overlook that bulliness a bit, but he seems like the mead makers, they don't really like him. They're kind of indifferent. A lot of them are mainly indifferent. A lot of them love Olivessa, but the loggers seem to be his main backing force, and there's a lot of them. So
that sucks. Time to kill the loggers.
That's what you learn. It's like it is relatively a 50-50, but there was quite a few people who are kind of indifferent. They just want a speaker because they currently don't have one. And they're like, you know what, anyone will do.
Okay. Cool. I guess while we're waiting for Declan to get back for that second hour, I will. Let me see what meats I have real quick.
I need to check my meats.
I'm gonna check my meats. I don't have very good meats. If I can, I want to procure some. I guess some boar if I can.
If you, you could ask Olivessa and she will point you to someone who has that. Yeah.
I'd like to go and I thought like find some boar and of course pay for it or whatever. And I want to cook up a just like a nice whole hog roast, like minus the apple because where are you gonna find apples up here?
Yeah.
And I want to take it over to the lumbering area in town, and like if there's like a general lodge they all like flock to for like it's kind of cold right now, let's go in and warm up.
Yeah.
Go inside there and just leave a letter next to the whole hog saying enjoy. You guys are doing good work. Large lads.
Nice.
In parentheses, we side with Olivessa.
Yeah, so I would say if you want to buy a whole hog.
Maybe parentheses, this was her idea.
Yeah. If you want to buy a full hog for that, I would say it's around maybe about 5 gold.
Yeah, easy.
But you get it, you braise it, you cook it in Olivessa's house.
Honey glaze it.
Yeah, you make it in Olivessa's house. It smells great. But you bring it there, and as you're walking away, you kind of look back when you're like good distance away, and you see a bunch of like one logger kind of go and just wave over a couple people. And they're just like it starts off like 2 people, and then now it's suddenly like 12. Then 20. It's like, hey, look at that. Hey, look at that. But you do see one person the person who pointed everyone out when they started surrounding you see him grab up the piece of paper and read it out loud.
Nice.
So, but you do that, and then that's you done.
Come on down to Pork Chop's Whole Hawk a Hog. If you don't like a Whole Hawk a Hog, I'll eat a bug.
And that brings us to Arpax. Arpax, what are you doing for your hour of bad mouthing?
I'll take a quick peek inside the meat hall, see how many people are there, or if not.
The meat hall in the day, it's a lot emptier than. So you see around 3 people who are currently not working.
I assumed. Well, I'll just walk the streets. I'll try and help people out who are kind of, I don't know, just little tasks I can help out. I'll help push a cart, help walk a lady across the street.
Yeah, you help a lot of people out. Like you help a guy fix his sign to his business. You help someone who was fixing the tiles of their roof, but their ladder fell, and you ran over and you put the ladder back up. Like, hey, there you go.
Yeah. Been stuck up here for 7 hours.
But you help around.
While I'm helping him, I'll be kind of just making some casual chit chat with him. I heard Olivessa, Shandar, he's just, I don't know, he's just trying to line his own pockets and his friends. Like, just, I don't know. Doesn't sound like how I would want to live.
I heard he kissed a fish.
So you're passive aggressively gossiping about how bad he is. Okay. Considering that you're helping, this is smart of you. I would say give me a persuasion roll with advantage.
I heard he likes to French kiss fish in his room.
I heard he's kissing cousin.
I heard he's kissing cousin from Dugan's hole.
Family heritage comes from Dugan's hole. Have you ever seen down there?
Turns out he wants to make everybody kiss like they do in Dugan's hole. He wants Dugan's hole too. Escape to Africa.
19.
19. you meet a lot of people who are that are kind of, you meet a fair few indifferent people, and you the one person you help with the ladder, you say a thing, and he goes, "Oh, I didn't think of that. Right, he does seem to have a lot of friends, a lot of rich friends. That's weird. I knew it because he wasn't a local." You think that you persuaded a mind of a lot of indifferent people, but you did meet a couple loggers who are like, yeah, I mean, everyone has personal friends. Yeah, I think he's fine. And you're like, oh, well, this person's a lost cause. Bye.
Yeah.
You
But
bring up the kissing cousins, they just give you a stare like they don't care. It's like, oh, you're like that.
it's like, yeah, it's like,
Oh, you're the kissing cousin. I'm sorry. No
You're
offense.
telling me that I can kiss my cousin? Whoa!
Revolutionary ideas. Get over here, Brutus.
but you come back after a hearty hour of work. You guys wait for Declan, and by the time all of you reunite in Olivessa's house, it is around 2:00 in the afternoon. But Declan is the last one to come back.
So
Hello.
interesting.
Say that again. You cut out.
Oh, you find out anything interesting?
Well, hold on. My notepad is upside down. There's apparently goblin bandits that have been causing a ruckus on the 10 trails.
Yeah,
They have a fortress near the mountains. I'm assuming it's the ones that we met.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. What was her name again? I got her written down here. Not hella depressed. Not Nimsy. Let's see, we got. It's not that one.
That would be Izobai.
Yeah, there it is. Isobai.
But I also heard that there's an enchanted. Is it a fishing pole or a fish hook?
Fishing hook.
Okay, there's an enchanted fishing hook. There was a woman. It would allow her to catch
Any magical fish.
Yeah, any magical fish. And she was killed by gnolls, and the gnolls stole it. And they headed off to some icy rift near East Haven.
Maybe we could use that to fish up the dinosaur.
That's a good idea.
Actually, not a bad idea, yeah.
Matt, throw it onto land. That would be interesting.
But does that count as a fish?
In the water.
I mean, yeah, it's in the water. I mean,
whales aren't fish, and they're in the water. Seals aren't fish, and they're in the water.
What do you mean? They're in the fish. They're in the water. Of course they're fish.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
That's not how they work.
I need our packs.
What do you mean that's not how they work?
I need our packs to make pork sausage a gaslight roll.
Of course they're fish, you silly.
You have advantage on that gaslit roll because you convinced him you're a kobold already, so you're really good at like gaslighting him.
I mean, if you're a kobold,
Mark that on your sheet. Advantage on gaslighting.
It's not gaslighting. It's just facts. If it lives in the water and it breathes water, it's a fish. I am a kobold.
But whales don't breathe water.
Of course they do. They live in the water. How else do they go down?
Of course.
Pork sausage view of like nature and reality is shifting as we speak.
By the way, the Izobai informed you that the Goblin Fortress is clings to an icy crag in the rocky, wind-blasted western foothills of the spine of the world.
Gotcha.
So the western foothills.
Western foothills, okay.
But they didn't say that they were gonna stop ambushing people. They were just like, "Hey, thank you for not killing me. We'll give it back to you. Bye."
Yeah.
But they said if you did, come by just to alert and say, "Hey, yo, I know Izobai. Maybe you guys could get in fairly well."
Yeah.
But that's it. So what are you guys doing?
We gotta figure out where we want to go.
We got a wizard in East Haven. We got that dinosaur, Bremen, and we got the two cares. So we want to head back to Bremen and deal with that because we know what it is. We know what to expect.
Also have to find a way to get into the. I don't know. I mean, none of us can breathe underwater, as far as I'm aware.
I cannot.
No.
Just don't go in the water.
But is it going to come out of the water?
Yeah, most likely. And it's been attacking the fishermen.
It's been breaking the boats and dragging them under.
Yeah. I feel like, it's been a few days since we've been there, and they've stopped fishing all entirely or cut it down to a minimum, and that's their main source of food and income. So maybe we should head to Bremen and take care of that. Try not to drown.
We also really don't have a whole lot of ranged weapons for if it's in the water. I mean, my rapier's not going to hit it.
Yeah,
That's true. But we could stop in Bryn Shandir and see if there's any ranged
Cannons?
weapons.
I mean, I have my short bows. It's just I'm not very. I don't know.
I'm not great at a bow either, but I can use it.
You know.
And I use my sword.
Declan, you ever try to shoot any of your spells underwater? Is that a thing?
well, a lot of my spells are fire-based, so I feel like the water would instantly douse
Yeah.
them. But, I could cast a magic missile through water, I'm sure.
One word, hits them 4 times automatically, no matter what.
Yes, that exact one.
Oh, okay, cool. Hey, I'm picking up some stuff.
Yeah, I'm
Hey.
proud of you.
Before you know it, I'll be shooting spells too.
I could always teach you.
It is. I'll say this. Travel time to some of the towns from Goodmead is only 4.5 miles to East Haven from here.
Yeah.
So you would get there with within an hour or under an hour. Dugan's Hole. You're not going to go back to Dugan's Hole.
No.
Caer Dineval is 8 hours. Bryn Shandir is 6 hours from Goodmead.
Well, that,
Remember, but travel time is halved 50%.
We have dogs.
Because they're
with
dogs.
the dog sleighs.
Yeah.
So it initially East Haven, you'll arrive there within no time at all to East Haven.
Yeah.
4 hours to Caer Dineval and only 3 hours to Bridge. If you are going back to Bremen, which means you would have to go through Bryn Shandir and all that.
And
Yes.
Targos.
Yeah, and you've not done the stuff in Targos yet.
Do we want to deal with that stuff right now, though? That's my biggest thing. We could hold off Bremen for a bit, because I don't know if I want to go back into Targos right now. We also don't know where the Torgs are.
That's true.
You did ask. I remember. The last they were seen was in Caer Dineval.
Yeah, because they go left to right mostly, but sometimes they go up and down to Goodmead.
Yeah.
Well, down to
Okay.
Goodmead, then up to Caer Dineval.
So
Yeah,
they were heading to Caer Dineval?
The last you heard was they just left East Haven and they were going up to Caer Dineval.
Okay.
Ovessa, real quick. When was the last time the Torgos caravan came to town?
Oh. A week ago, maybe. They rarely come to Goodmead, which is a good thing. Ugh.
They're disgusting.
Yes.
They're not good people. It turns out they were working with somebody who was some people.
Oh,
So
that's not good.
yeah.
Fallen had to run to the bathroom, but he said he's good with whatever we decide.
Okay.
You're...
So how often do they come to Goodmead? Once every week? Or?
Well, it's very difficult to track because they're not. They have a tendency to be bullies to the residents of 10 Town. So a lot of people kind of ignore them. However, they're not popular here in Goodmead, so they try their best to avoid it. However, there's a couple of people who think, in my personal opinion, the speaker of the town, rest his soul, should have banned them because I believe they steal people's belongings and resell them.
Doubt that at all. I would not doubt that.
But it's very difficult to track. They might come in when they're... I don't know where they are now, to be honest. They rarely come here. They usually kind of skip us and go straight to Dugan's Hole, if necessary. But maybe it's once every 2 weeks, maybe once a week. It's whenever they feel like it.
It varies.
What I know is that they mainly go Targos, Bryn Shandir, and Easthaven. They run back and forth because those are the towns where they're most influential.
Easthaven is going to be the worst time for us, I think. I think Edie's going to be the fucking hardest time.
I do have to agree.
Steven, do we want to rip the Band-Aid off, or do we want to?
Okay. Someone sent those messages where?
Targos, Bryn Shandir, and Easthaven. So the center trade routes.
I swear to God, if he's got friends with Torgs, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Wouldn't surprise.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I mean, I'm down to rip the Band-Aid off and go there. Eventually, I would like to go to Caer Konig and Caer Dinaval, because we have a few things to do there, and we've yet to go there.
It's true. I mean, we've been to every town except those three.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
I mean, might as well find him and get the fast travel location points.
Yeah. So here's what I'm thinking. We rip the Band-Aid off, we hit Easthaven, we deal with whatever the fuck we've got there.
Deal with the wizard.
Yeah, the wizard.
We also deal with the fish hook while we're there.
We can talk.
We can deal. Yeah, we can find out more about the fish hook. Yeah. Find an icy rift. It may be near Lactinishare.
The hunters. He did say the hunters followed the gnolls there and were like, "Oh, fuck that," and they ran away because they're like, "What the fuck is this rift?"
Yeah.
Okay. So we take care of the wizard here. We deal with getting spat at by fucking Torgs enthusiasts.
Based.
Yeah.
Based.
Deal with the wizard. Head towards the rift. Maybe get that fish hook. And we could head north. Because we've got that Goliath up there to deal with.
Just to clarify, because a lot I'm hearing everything about the wizard. The wizard has been caught and is being planned to be burned. The captain of the guard is looking for people for a task that may or may not be related.
Yeah.
So it's not relating to the
We're
wizard.
Not dealing with the wizard, right.
Yeah, the wizard is being planned on being burned at the stake.
We're gonna have to talk to the captain of the guard. And based the fact that we know that the representative of the evil organization in Targos was the speaker himself.
Yeah. My biggest issue, like my thing with the wizard, he could be innocent.
Yeah.
I want to get there before he's burned at the stake.
That's fair. Okay, well, Easthaven it is.
Yeah, because if he's innocent, I want to save him before they fuck up.
Well, I could be... Pork Sausage comes back. Hey, guys. Bye, Devin.
Yeah. Hey, have a good one, Devin.
But maybe you can learn a few magics from him.
Yeah. Oh. I would be interested in talking to this wizard, though, getting the whole story. I know it's going to suck. I say, I cast my vote for Easthaven.
I'm fine with Easthaven.
I'm fine with Easthaven.
Fine with Easthaven.
We coming back in 7 days for the election then? All right. Marking it down.
All right.
Okay.
Our ballots in early just in case we don't make it back if something like attacks us on the road and we don't make it. Are we allowed to vote?
Two things. One, how far is it to East Haven with our halftime again?
It is 2.5 miles with your halftime.
Okay.
So
Like
you guys
a
will be there
day.
under.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not even a day. 2 miles on dot. You're going to be there in like 20 minutes, maybe
20-30 minutes. Yeah.
20. You're going to
As
be
long
there
as there's no
fucking hella
storm.
fucking quick. Yeah. It seems clear.
Do we
Yeah.
want to sleep here one more day? Get Devox down to 1 exhaustion. Get me rid of exhaustion.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea. Just
No,
take
I
the
have
rest
no
of the
issue
day.
with that.
I'll go and I'll buy another pig for everybody. So
Plus, it means I get a whole another day of slandering.
Oh, I'll
Nah.
front you the money for that.
nah, don't worry about it.
You sure? Oh, how much money does everyone have? How are we all looking on funds?
I got 32.
I got 15.
Maelstrom, how much money do you have?
Have what?
How much money?
A lot.
How much is a lot? We're all discussing prices here.
370.
89 gold.
Wow, that's good.
Oh,
I
yeah,
have-
rich boy. Rich
I
boy
have-
alert.
I have
Yeah.
49. I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna force Pork to take 2 gold though.
Fine. Well, okay, in that case, something from home you want?
What? Something
Like
from
a
home?
like
Oh.
a meal from home.
Oh.
Write it down, I'll be back.
Okay. Sounds good.
Oh wait, what kind of meat do you want? You want meat?
Oh yeah. It's been a while since I've had chicken. I don't know if you'll find it up here, but
Yeah, no, I saw a few in the butcher shop when I checked, so
oh, excellent! I would love some chicken.
We do
Yeah.
have a fair few of Arctic hens that we take care of.
yeah.
So chicken
I
is
haven't had Arctic
look-
hen.
it tastes the same. I
Yeah.
think I've never had normal
Oh.
chicken.
I understand.
I'll go and get 2. I think 2 would be good.
Yeah.
I get 3.
So are you still gonna get that hog?
No, I'm not getting. I'm just doing 3 whole chickens.
Then it's 2 gold per chicken.
Okay, cool.
There you go.
You talk to the farmer, and the farmer's like, "Do you want me to pluck them for you?"
Oh no, I can do that when I get back. It's all in the effort.
You see, he grabs a stick and ties their legs and then together, and then ties that too, so you can hold them all together nicely. And he just goes, "Have a lovely day."
You as well.
Have a lovely day.
And as you're walking back, you do see, when you walk past like the logging, I guess, district
hmm
part of town, you do see there is Shander Froth currently sitting, surrounded by maybe about 20 people, and they're all just chatting, and he's just like, everyone's like paying attention to him. And he's-
I'll walk by and like try to hear what's going on.
And yeah, so you see it's a bunch of the people are there, are talking about how they're kind of like, like what's going to happen with this whole election thing. He goes, I don't think it's going to be, I trust that you guys will turn out and we're going to be perfectly fine. I don't think Olivessa has any chance of winning. So your worries are valid, but I don't think we have to worry that much.
Walking by holding the chickens over my shoulder, I'll yell. I'll go, I think Olivessa's got a better handle things in this town than you do, you putz.
You see, everyone turns their heads, and he just kind of, you see his grip on his mug, his knuckles turn white. He goes, "That's just your opinion, my friend."
Yeah, mug tight. You're getting frustrated. Can't handle a little banter. You can dish it, but can't take it, huh?
And you see, there's a fair few of there's 5 loggers who currently step forward. One of which has like a little hammer in his hand. They just look at you.
Evening, gentlemen. I wasn't talking to you.
We know.
Okay, I'm just gonna go make dinner. You boys enjoy that hog?
We didn't have any of it.
Missed out. Any of you other guys have some of that hog?
You hear a couple mumblings of like, yeah. You see one guy just kind of raises his hands like, yeah, I did.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Oh, well, quite nice, thank you.
That's all Vesta's idea. So,
You see a couple. You see a lot. You see everybody immediately turn their heads to the people who ate it, and they're like, "Oh fuck."
Get fucked.
I'm just saying, if Throff over here gets a little upset that someone's throwing a little banter and he's white knuckling his mug, I don't think you want someone who can't control their temper running your town, or you might be attacking other towns come to a week, huh?
You see the one logger with the hammer walks forward and goes, "I think it's best that you go make dinner
You know, I think it is, but
now, preferably. Have a good evening."
yeah, well,
And I'll wait for him to step back first.
He doesn't yet.
I will. Can I roll
Uh,
intimidation?
someone eating the chicken. He's gonna beat these people with it.
Yeah, you can roll it. You can roll an intimidation. Sure. How are you trying to intimidate him?
I'm just gonna just look down at him.
Okay,
Like,
yeah.
No, like maybe just a little bring out the little orcish in my eyes.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's an inner rage within me. Where's my?
It's like you just look at him with the look of, "I'm 2 seconds away, ripping off my belt and beating you with it, bitch."
Yeah.
What? 2 seconds. That's all I need. Was that a nat 20?
No.
Oh,
Oh no.
That's a natural 1, my friend.
ooh. You see he doesn't back down, but you see 2 more of the 5 loggers step forward.
curious, how much is he paying you?
It's not paying us anything.
Yikes.
And then I'll walk away.
That's good. Yikes.
Yeah, you walk away.
Okay.
And they just go back to talking. Yeah.
Alright.
But you guys hear the arrival of your boy, Pork Sausage, coming back.
So the
Back, I hope you
loggers,
had a nice time.
good news, some of the loggers ate some of the hog I made. They enjoyed
good.
it. On the other hand, he's got 5 of his guys kind of, up his ass.
Of course he does.
I think
How
one of
much
them
does he
tried
pay
to-
him?
Nothing, surprisingly.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, no, it's
Oh,
I
damn,
tried to
with
do
future
like a-
favors.
like a mental game, but I was more or less thinking just a nice bowl of chicken noodle soup. That's all I
Those are
can
good.
think about. The only thing, maybe some chicken biscuits as well, but it's just, oh well, I'll get cleaning. But think I might have, I don't know, maybe persuade a few people.
Oh, I hope so much.
But I'll just take the chickens in the back and I'll start working on them.
Nice. And you guys are staying here for one more day, correct?
Yes.
Nice.
If that is the case, I will be staying. Well, once it starts to get later in the day, I'll head into the tavern to go and socialize with people and do some more slander.
Yeah, I would like to do something before I go to bed.
Okay. So let's do Evan first.
Okay. Is there any Is there a general goods store or something here
Not
where I could
really.
buy supplies? All right. So what I'm looking for is paint and planks of wood.
You can find planks of wood, yeah. You might paints. You can most likely ask around for someone to have paints. For the logs, you most likely have to go to one of the loggers for that, for the planks.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm looking for just a couple of planks big enough to write a message on, and maybe a couple of stakes to cement them in the ground.
Yeah. So you walk over and you see there is a pile of planks that are currently being shaped, cut, cleaned, and smoothed out. About maybe 5 loggers are currently sitting around, some working on them, some talking, and they all kind of just stop and look.
Oh, hello. real quick, I see there's some discarded wood over here. Would I be able to take some? Do I have to purchase this?
You see, one dwarf looks at you and then looks at his friend next to him. How much gold you got?
Oh well, it depends. What do you have in mind?
How many do you need?
Probably three planks, decent size.
15 gold for 3.
For 3. And if I could, stakes to go along with it, just so I can, attach the wood to the. I'm making signs for back home. I'm planting. I don't know why, but the wife wants to plant a garden.
I would like for you to roll me a deception.
Yep.
With disadvantage because you're implying you have a woman.
You apply, you get bitches.
Declan is exclusively maidenless.
That is a 19.
19. You see the dwarf sniffs and kind of rubs his nose, and he goes, make it 29 gold for the stakes in the wood.
It's quite odd that you would price simple stakes of wood the same as large planks. Perhaps, I don't know, 20 gold for everything? And I'm going to try to persuade him.
Sure.
I have a +2 to persuasion. What I get? Bramsmith don't. Okay, that's a natural 20.
Ooh.
22 total, if you need the total.
You see he like scratches his beard, and he goes, "No, I don't know about that. We don't sell them normally."
Well, if they're not being sold, so
maybe you can ask Olivessa. Maybe you can ask Olivessa to pay for them for you.
Why would I do that?
I don't know. You and your friends seem to be in her pockets, so maybe you know where her gold is.
Oh, are you not a fan of Olivessa?
Can't say that I am, but
I don't fault you for not liking Olivessa. I can assure you we're not in her pockets.
I could drop it to 23.
No, that's okay. Yeah. So, okay. I'll take it for 23.
Good on you.
And I go to handle the gold, and I say, "Can I ask just a question?" And I'm being honest. I just want an honest answer. I'm not trying to start stuff. I heard my friend may have come by and have started a bit of trouble. I'm not here to do that. I'm genuinely here to just ask a question. I'm just here to pick your brain.
Which friend? The green one or the white one?
My question is, what do you see in Shanderfroth? What about him makes you think he'd be a good leader?
I see someone changing, Goodmead. Putting new ideas in, new possibility, more money.
Do you think he has the ability to change for good?
Any change is a good change.
Are you sure about that? Because
you heard him. I can burn the town down. It's a good change.
He looks at the 4 other loggers around him, and they all kind of nod, kind of like, yeah, we think he can do it.
But do you really think any change is good change? Because not to spill all the secrets, but I have reason to believe that Targos is run by a member of the black market who does not have his people in mind. What? He only cares about his own gain. Who's to say that? That's funny. Who's to say that Shander might get caught up in everything?
Are you trying to say that he's part of the black market?
Shander Froth?
Are you trying to incriminate him?
Shander Froth?
Yeah.
No.
Sounds like you're insinuating it. What happens in Targos is their problem, not ours.
Oh, I am well aware. Do not try this tactic of putting words in my mouth I did not say.
But you brought it up, so it's me. I must mean something to it.
I'm saying people. It's the same with Olivessa. From what I know, she seems really decent. She's
a decent woman.
She is. The weight could change her. I see the weight affecting her. The weight of town speaker affecting her less than I do with Shander Froth. I made a simple comment to him last night, and he got so upset. My friend accidentally spilled a drink on him, and he almost threw a table at him. Like, I could see his veins sticking out of his neck. I don't know if I'm not saying he's not a decent person. I'm saying I don't think he has the ability to run a town if the littlest things upset him so much.
So that's what you're saying? So let's say this. I come over to you right now, and I take these wood shavings and I blow them in your face. You're not going to get even a bit mad at it.
Well, you have the intent to do so.
What say your friend didn't have the intent of spilling that drink on him?
As far as I know, it looked to me like an accident.
All I've heard is him bad-mouthing Shander all day.
I will be completely honest with you. I've not been with him all day. I've been learning facts about 10 towns.
Well, good for you.
I'm here solely to yeah, I'm genuinely here for research. I'm studying the eternal winter that 10 towns has undertaken.
You're going to find out a lot about that.
I did find out quite a bit, but I can't corral my friends. They're their own people. If they say things, they say things. That's has nothing to do with me. I just came here to buy some scrap.
And you can. And he snaps his fingers at one of the loggers and he points towards. He goes, "How many did you say you need?"
3 and 3.
Get him the 3. And you see that one kind of breaks off and starts grabbing them.
No, it was 20 gold, right?
23.
Damn it! Damn it! I thought I got him far enough away. All right.
You see, the one comes back with the planks and the stakes in his arms.
Yep.
He walks over, holds them out, but tilts them slightly, and they come crashing down on your hoof. Like the wooden planks come boom, 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 smacking right down on your hoof.
Does he look like he
looks like he kind of like shifts it a little bit by accident. He goes, "Oh, sorry about that."
Oh, not a problem. Are you okay? I hope nothing splintered into you or anything.
Perfectly fine.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Just hold on 1 second. I unplugged my headphones. Perfectly fine. All right, not a problem. I pick him up. Good luck with the town. I hope that I hope who deserves to win wins. And I mean this genuinely. On my behalf, wish Shenderfroth the best of luck. And I turn around and I walk away.
I hope the next towns treat you well. And you just walk off.
I keep walking.
Yep. You do feel, while you're walking away, something hit you in the back of the head. A snowball got whipped at your head.
Whip around.
All of them seem to be
I feel impact.
All of them just immediately go back to working.
Is it like they quickly turn? Can
all
I
of them? Yeah. All of them quickly turn. You can make a perception check with disadvantage.
Okay.
To pick out who did it.
The lowest is up. I rolled a 16 and a 15. Hold on 1 second. Plus nothing, so 15.
15. Okay, let's see if they. Let me roll their sleight of hand.
I'm gonna move my dice right away from my.
Just so I know,
not
so I can
rolling
start
on my dice.
preparing. When you come back, are you going to let us know what happened? More
Oh,
importantly, are you going to let
100%.
our packs know what happened?
You look back and you're
No.
like,
Maybe not.
you look back, but it's difficult to see who did it.
I just look and I say, like I stated earlier, I call out, like I stated earlier, there's a difference between accidental and intentional. And I just give him a fucking death glare. And then I turn around and I walk away.
They all look at you like, what did we do? We did nothing.
Can I make a quick insight check?
Sure.
Are they
yes.
bullshitting? It's a 15.
All 5 of them are bullshitting.
I'm a purveyor of the arcane arts. Do you really think I can't smell bullshit when I see it? I'm also a cow. And
That's
I turn around
racist.
and I walk away.
That's mildly self-racist.
He's allowed to make jokes about
It's
himself.
okay.
Wait, no,
If
he's
I
not a
say
cow.
it.
That would be the blue.
Well, okay, then I'm also a bull.
Yeah.
And then I turn around and walk away.
But you make it back to Olivessa's house.
Yep. Who's in the immediate room when I walk in there?
Pork sausage is in the kitchen. So it would be Olivessa, Arpax, and Maelstrom. Currently sitting down in the living room, right by the fire.
Pork.
Yeah,
Hey, can you take like 2 minutes?
absolutely. You come back here.
Hmm. Well, I do have to address everyone.
Okay, give me 10.
All right, sounds good.
And within the 10 minutes, I show up and I have hot bowls of chicken noodle soup.
Oh, delectable. I have a little story to tell. Arpax,
Yes.
you do not act on what I'm about to say.
I want to remind you that you have the amulet on. Out of and what that is doing to you right now. Do you really mind what Arpax does?
Arpax, I may enjoy taking one's life. It may feel great as your blade slices through or the fire burns their skin to a crisp. Oh! However, the only thing I will say is half of this town already does not like us. I don't want the whole town to dislike us in Let Shander Froth win. But when the time comes, I will kill those loggers. And then
You see Olivessa raise a finger like,
Let him talk. Let him explain himself, and then we can determine if he is guilty or not.
And then I explain everything that happened down to the snowball.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Is there a pit I can throw him in?
oh.
Actually, there's that pit back. There's that shit pit back in that giant's cave. We can haul him out there and chuck him in there.
I'll put them in
real
a
quick-
shit pit.
Real quick question. Your instinct reaction was to throw him in the pit. I'm not sure how you grew up, but like, if anybody misbehaved, were you just placed in the pit?
I mean,
Sometimes.
it works, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
It depended on the terrain. We moved a lot.
You don't know about the penalty pit?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a standard thing, Bort.
No, my parents just beat my ass and put me in a corner.
What's that?
Oh, but that
they
doesn't
were
build
worried-
that doesn't build character like the pit.
Was that corner at a decline of
They were
of
worried they
immense
would hurt
rate?
me.
It could have been a pit of your own.
They were terrified
mean-
of actually breaking me, so sometimes it was the pit. You know, if it was particularly bad and it was summertime, they would throw me into the bramble bush.
And some of
just
the
depends.
time-
That's
some of the
just
time-
it's abuse.
some of the time you were put on a very high shelf.
That is
Oh,
all that is.
no!
That was a thing.
But Olivessa goes, can we please not talk about killing any of the villagers here?
No,
I
I'm
know
just
we-
saying, in 8 days when we come back, if anything's happened to you or something like that,
Oh, I am sure I am perfectly safe.
Are you sure? He's surrounding himself with goons. I
guys,
worry about your safety a little bit.
If the worst they can do is a snowball, I think I am perfectly fine.
Well, they chose a snowball against a man who could very easily destroy them all in an instant flash of fire. You are, no offense, but you are not that.
Now, now Throff is a shield dwarf, correct?
Shield
Are
dwarf, yeah.
the other dwarves shield dwarves as well?
It's a mix between humans and dwarves, but you saw a couple of shield dwarves, a couple of hill,
Okay.
but mainly shield because that seems to be the demographic in 10 towns.
Okay.
Because the Dwarven Valley does primarily have shield dwarves.
Okay.
How about this, Olivessa?
Yes.
Is there a stockpile of wood at the moment?
I'm afraid to ask.
Jesus!
Jesus!
Jesus Christ!
This is not with the intent to kill or harm anyone.
We'll
At
just
most, it will
crucify him.
inconvenience the loggers who have done such a wrong against my friend here.
I cannot fully say if there's a stockpile of wood. However, I am
because who else has been going around bad mouthing Froth? Something goes wrong, points all back to us.
yes, and it points back to you. It points to me, and I think all of us can agree that we do not want Shandar to be town speaker, but yes.
Olivessa,
Yes.
do you know where I could procure some paint?
Like housing paint or
To make a sign on this planks of wood.
oh, I recently painted my walls. I have a can of white paint if you want.
Oh, that would be perfect.
I know what I'm going to do, and he leaves immediately.
Arpax, where are you going?
That worries me.
Finish your soup at least. Damn.
He runs
she
back
pu-
in and grabs it and walks out the door with it.
Thank you.
Arpax, stop.
It is fine. I will not harm nor kill anyone.
I got his word for it.
Promise?
I promise.
Using your words counts as harming.
First off, no.
I mean,
I can say whatever I want.
technically it's true. When
But-
Declan
but
casts this
this-
spell,
I
he goes
will
like
not-
shibbolabam, and fire comes out. So
What I'm saying is, whatever you say comes back towards Olivessa.
I'm gonna go have some drinks at the bar. I'll be home late tonight. Don't worry about me.
Okay.
If I find one person injured,
How about
even if that's you,
You won't.
How about emotionally injured?
Emotionally, it's just as
If-
bad. It's going
if
to
you-
change their vote.
Inconvenienced at the most.
if I hear anything about a bar fight or someone screaming profanities at people,
I
You
plan
will
to
be
fight
kicked.
no one in your bar.
you will be
Otherwise-
kicked out of
As you-
my house.
Are we allowed
As
to
he's
decry that
walking
the
out-
end times are upon us?
As he's walking out, I'm gonna whisper to Olivessa, I can hold him magically if you need me to right now.
How bad do you think it'll be?
Very.
That's our packs. It could be very bad.
Do it. Do it, please.
I
do it.
cast hold person on him when he's half out the doorway.
no, my
I
soup.
imagine a bit of soup slosh forth out of the bowl.
It's
No!
so-
Yeah.
No,
Soup! What have you done?
Looks at
Hold
that
on,
guy.
you have-
1 second.
You have to make a wisdom saving throw.
You want to know what
Alright.
my instinct
You can also
thoughts
choose
were?
to fail.
He's gonna go up to Merku, kidnap him, paint him white, badmouth him, and leave.
Yeah.
Wisdom save, you say. That's a 22, they say.
My DC's a 15.
You almost made me spill the soup!
But you shouldn't be going out because I feel like you're going to do very bad things. It's
I'm
only
not going to
hurt
harm
us.
anyone!
I don't care about us right now. I care about Olivessa winning. And I feel like if you go out there unsupervised, you're going to lose the election for her.
I think you're going to find it funny. Do not worry.
What
I'm gonna trust you on this.
I
If they attack
rapidly
me in the
shift
bar,
to her.
that is on them. I am not going to attack nor physically harm anyone intentionally.
I quickly turn to Olivessa and I say, "You trust what?"
I have the best interest of this town, and the best interest in this town is getting Olivessa elected. All I'm going to do is cause a little bit of mischief for repercussions of the snowball. And the dropping of planks on your foot. Both unacceptable consequences. If
Tristan,
they've got an issue with me, they need to take it up with me. They don't need to beat on the poor wizard.
I got trust in our packs. We did establish you do not attack first unless they attack you.
Thank you.
Okay,
Yeah.
good luck. Please don't fuck this up.
I'll stay up for you to come back, so...
As will I.
So I imagine it might be an hour, maybe half an hour. I'm going to be trying to keep an eye on where those loggers live.
Real quick, as the door shuts, there's like 3-4 minutes of just dead silence, and Pork will break it by going,
So y'all really had a punishment pit?
Well, yeah, my
why do
brothers
this?
dug it out. And the punishment pit was, oh, Declan's having a good day. Let's toss him in.
Oh,
Yes,
I mean, I grew up an only child, so...
It was 25 feet deep. I don't know how they managed to dig that deep. They got it done in a day.
I mean, I learned many hands make light work, but...
Olivessa just looks terrified.
We had something similar, but it was more so for training. We just
you
called
also
it
have
we just
seven
called it
brothers?
the punishment pit.
Oh. Did you also have 7 brothers that hated your existence because you're not as strong as them?
Well, I do have siblings, but they didn't hate my existence. We get along quite well.
I mean,
what's that like?
I had the atypical, misbehave. I accidentally kicked a goose, and
You kicked
know,
a goose?
it was trying to bite me.
Oh, okay.
As
kick
goose
the shit
do.
out of it.
I was maybe 7, 8 years old, and it was trying to bite me, and I kicked it a bit too hard, and I was crying. And turns out I kicked a lot harder than expected, and I set a flying and scared a horse, and the horse ended up kicking the dude bent over behind it on top of the head. So that was a whole bucket of worms I had to deal with, and
That goose never did fly right again.
I mean, Paul never walked the same again. His head was kind of like in his shoulders. So, he was still the best, horseshoe putter honor we had there in town, so...
Well,
Yeah.
All my parents did was restrict my treat consumption. Like, I didn't get to have sweets for a week. That's it.
Yeah, no, that was
What
I also
What
had
parents
that.
did you have?
It was later when my father was training me, things got a little bit rougher. I went out with a few friends one night, and we knocked over a lamppost and lit a hay cart on fire. All fun and games. They said, "Hey, Pork, can you climb on the oil lamp?" And I was a bit too heavy, bent the thing sideways. Turns out it was rusting at the bottom, and I got a little extra hard training, I guess, that day.
Oh, you should see Olivessa just goes back to eating her soup. Let's-
Well,
You
yeah,
like soup?
well, my parents weren't really around because they're adventurers. They were part of a party. They met. Yeah, my mother was a barbarian. My father was a bard.
Oh, fascinating. My grandfather was considered a tribe leader at some point, but it all, evolved and coming in close. And my father tried carrying it on in
Bless
his
me.
youth,
Bless you.
but my mother calmed him down from that. So
So Arpax,
Yes.
what are you doing? So you spend like half an hour to figure out where they live.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where this man lives.
You find on the west side of the town, there are 5 loggers that live in a lodge with Shandar Frost.
How many doors?
1 in, 1 out.
So just the one door?
Yep.
How many windows?
2 on the front, 2 on the back, 1 on each side. But it is a second story, so there are 2 up. So I guess 4 on each side then.
Okay. Perfect. That is all I will collect for now. I will head to the bar until much later in the night,
Okay.
where I will not rep down my fucking slander at all.
Okay.
He'll be very vocal about how his parents are from Dugan's Hole.
Oh no.
Yeah.
About
So
how all of his friends are going to be filling their pockets once he is governor.
So you talk shit until like, are you doing like the wee hours of the night, like 12, 1, or closer to like 10 or 11?
Maybe 11. I'm waiting for when I feel like the loggers are probably asleep.
Yeah, well, the meat hall closes at like 10:30. So you expect people are going home and sleeping at like around 11. Mercury goes, I really need you to leave.
Okay. Thank you, my friend, for hosting me for the night. You sleep well. I will head out.
Yeah, you too. You see, he just locks the door behind you.
I'll spend like half an hour crouched in front of the shack trying to keep an eye on it, seeing if any lights change, anything like that.
Yeah, you do see, as you wait, the lights turn off from the inside. The smoke from the chimney dies down. And it seems like the lodge is asleep for the most part.
Perfect.
We get the map for the town.
Yes, sir.
At this point, I will stealthily sneak up to the house
Mm-hmm.
and try and push a bunch of snow right up against the door.
Okay. Make me. Yeah, no, I think you could do that with time. Yeah. Make me a stealth check though, just throughout the entire. Just one stealth check throughout the entire thing.
Fuck.
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 Total of 11.
Okay. Well, people are asleep, so you get away with it for now.
And after all the snow is piled up against the door, I will activate my breath attack and try and ice this door over.
Okay.
And turn the snow that is in front of the door into solid ice.
That's gonna make noise.
Trying to be as stealthily. Maybe it's not a full jet, because the full jet's supposed to go like 30 feet.
Yeah.
This is just me putting his like mouth to the snow and just slowly turning it into ice.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, you do that.
Sweet Arpax kisses.
You do see as you finish your breath attack, you see a light turn on the upstairs, and you're like, "Shit, gotta go,
time to go." That is all.
I just imagine you like fall down onto all fours and just crawl so that you just blend in with the snow.
Yes,
like some weird lizard.
The what I messaged you, Jakai, would have been done before
Most
he
definitely
even got back. Yeah.
Yeah. So you get back around 12 at night.
yes.
Who is up waiting for him?
I
I
am.
imagine Maelstrom's passed out trying to get rid of that exhaustion.
Yeah, Maelstrom.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Actually, I have one.
Can I make an argument for Maelstrom?
Sure.
He did nothing today.
Yeah.
You did nothing.
True.
You did nothing. I would say that counts as two. I would say that counts as a long rest if you did nothing today.
I got you, homie.
So after this long rest, if it is finished, this long rest,
We
then...
literally went out and did stuff, and he stayed sleeping.
Yeah, I'm just sipping on infinite tea.
Yeah, he had one conversation with Olivessa.
Yeah.
So.
This is my vacation.
Yeah, I would argue that is valid. That is valid.
Oh God, we'll be back to full in the morning. That's gonna be so good.
So you have one exhaustion level to get rid of, which should be gone once you wake up. So, who is up waiting for our
I'm
pets?
sleeping.
You're asleep. Pork, you're up.
Yeah, I'm up.
Pork, the front door opens, and Arpax.
Well, how'd it go?
I think everything went well.
All right. What'd you do?
I'm sure the town will find out in the morning. Well, actually, I'll tell you, because it's you, and I'm really bad at keeping secrets. I froze their front door.
The logger's house, a logger's house.
Shandar's house.
Which he also lives with the 5
Yeah.
loggers that
The 5
Oh.
loggers that he lives with.
Okay.
I
Well,
didn't kill anyone, didn't attack anyone. It's just they're gonna have a little bit of trouble trying to get their door open in the morning. I didn't freeze their windows.
well, if they are, that's a smart move. I kind of get closer in a hushed tone. So, when we're leaving town, and if they're still stuck, we can put a little bit of effort in helping them out.
We sure could.
See, look at that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to bed night, Arpax.
Good
Just
night.
making sure you got home safe.
I appreciate it.
the dad of the group.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Dad.
You all fall asleep.
Turn off
You
all
all-
the lights first. And...
Yeah, you all fall asleep. You all wake up. Anyone who has exhaustion, gone.
Thank
Yay.
God. Devox, we did it! We did it, buddy!
I survived.
We're free!
Yeah, so you guys wake up. Olivessa heats up the rest of the chicken noodle soup that was left over from the previous night's dinner.
No chicken noodle soup left over. He's made chicken and waffles this morning.
Ooh! Yeah, that works. She does, like, since you guys did inform her that you guys are gonna leave, she did pop open a cask of the good ale.
Oh, yeah, I'll take some.
You
for
do
free.
kind.
This one is peach and juniper berry.
Ooh.
My father's favorite.
Ooh.
Quite delectable.
I take like a half cup of it.
Yeah.
Since
It
Declan's
is-
not really a drinker.
Quite good. Quite good.
Oh, this is delicious.
Thank you. It is around 20 years old, so.
No,
Oh,
Yes.
saved it for us, so it's
I mean, there's enough. I can plug it back up and it'll be fine.
About as old as you.
too kind.
that's not how aging wine works or aging ale works.
It is fine. She'll drink it when she wins the election.
Yeah, you plug it back up. Oh yeah, that fixes everything.
This is fantasy. Yes, it works.
Imagine.
But
Oh, true, you got me there.
you guys get head out of the after breakfast. You guys head out.
Yeah.
You do hear when you walk past, like, up here, like I'm guessing you're going to East Haven, right? To the East Way.
Yeah. sorry.
You do hear there's a low mumble. People are kind of giggling at. Did you hear about Shandar? He couldn't get their door open. Their door open froze in the middle of the night.
Thank God.
He had to climb out his window.
Would you say that we passed by something, Jakai?
You guys do pass by a small crowd, like about 5 people, who currently are looking up at a wooden sign that says "Vote for Olivessa," written in white paint.
Do we pass the lumber shack?
The lumber shack is all the way over here, like
I'll read it out.
towards Duke.
Yeah.
Real quick, I'll read it out just so like the
Yeah.
stream knows. It does say a vote for Olivessa is a vote for positive change, and that's wherever you see an X on the
Cool.
on the map.
Nice. Yeah. So you guys think you did enough here with that.
After East Haven, I think we should come back just to make sure they didn't kill her.
A good idea. Or at least burn her place down or something.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, as we're leaving, and I guess on the ride there,
Mhm.
Pork will be like,
It's kind of weird that he's got 5 people sort of indoctrinated. You're not paying him or anything. Kind of
He's
curious what he's got in the sleeves for him.
He's probably going to pay him once he becomes governor and force. He's going to use those same 5 people to force taxes out of the people until they're
Yeah, kind of
dragging in the dirt.
he's either going to pay them handsomely once he's in the position. he has some dirty information on them, or he straight up bullied them into submission.
Well, the question is, you notice how, I guess, angry he got? Like a snap of the fingers.
He's an angry little man.
Well, I watched Arpax, and I put up air quotes, accidentally.
We're out of town, by the way.
Yeah, you're out of town.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have said it so we're already out. He accidentally spilled an ale on him, and he looked like he was going to throw a table across the room.
Oh, I wish I did a better performance with that one.
And he was getting extremely annoyed because I presented a point that was against him. You have to keep a cool head on things like this.
I mean, I just call them the putts. That's what my grandma always said. I don't really even know what it means other than probably being a fool.
Do we think that Olivessa will be safe while we're gone?
I think she'll be okay if anything.
I'm not 100% convinced.
Like, probably 60-40.
I'd say 60%.
Not in our favor.
She's in danger, though.
I mean, 60 she'll be okay. 40. I also think Merku is he's pretty on our side, and if anything were to happen to Olivessa,
We should have talked to him.
Yeah.
Damn.
The thing is, I think the town's too isolated, too naive. It doesn't expect an political assassination, and I fear that Shandul is exactly the candidate that we fear he is.
But by any chance, do you think he has ties with the Zentharium fellas?
I don't think so.
Not yet, but he seems like the folk who would get tied up in them eventually.
I don't have reason to believe. I do think he will be easily persuaded, though. That's my biggest reason why I don't want him in office.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
If they smack a bag of gold in front of him, he'll do whatever they say.
Yeah.
Because it'll be good for his friends.
Yeah. Well,
I'd like you guys to make a perception check.
Sorry, Jagai. Real quick. He did say every time he made a comment about doing good things, he always mentioned his friends. He never mentioned the town. He said, that he has friends that could get things done. Yes. But he also made comments about how he will do things for his friends. But he never specifically stated the town.
True.
What do we do if we come back in 8 days and she's dead and he's in charge? Do we kill him? Do we overthrow him?
We can't kill him.
I would love to kill him, though.
If I would too.
That would be nice. Imagine his smoldering corpse standing at our feet.
Declan.
No, just think of it.
No, listen, Declan, look at me.
No. His eyes are closed, and he's like,
I will stop this dog sled and launch you out the front. You are not wearing your seatbelt.
All I'm saying is imagine a smoldering, burning corpse at our feet.
I know he's not in the right mind right now, but at the same time, I kind of agree with him.
I mean, a little bit, but I don't know. We just can't kill an official of 10 towns.
What do we just allow this man who's going to clearly install a military dictatorship over this small town?
I guess, because I do know one town here, or at least 2 that are good.
Hey, Maelstrom.
Yeah.
During my left hand.
You've been fairly quiet. Do you also fear that if we leave Goodmeat unattended, Olivessa will die or get attacked?
Depends on. I would think it depends solely on how nefarious we truly believe her competition is.
I believe him to be very nefarious.
You believe everyone to be nefarious. You would believe children are nefarious.
No. No.
All right.
I hit the children with the snowballs for fun, and because they tend to give us decent information if they are agreeable. This is the first man I believe to be truly nefarious.
he's willing to fly off the handlebars for a minor thing.
Should we go back?
Imagine if fatality falls on Goodmead. Imagine what he would do.
What if we
should we go back? Like,
should we sit on the town until the election, just to make sure she's safe until election day? At which point she should have a little bit of money to buy a little bit of security.
You're
assuming
saying
we can rally enough
skulk
people,
around the outskirts?
or just stay in town.
Yeah, one of the two. Either one's.
I feel like
if we stay outside of town, then they can't try and say that we're trying to persuade them further. But if we come to town, we'll be able to be more close to her and make sure she's safe. I hate to delay our
protecting somebody
deliverance, but I want to make sure there isn't a political assassination.
I'm not against protecting people. I just don't know. I just don't truly know enough about her competition to really say one way or the other if they do it.
You guys can drop into East Haven, figure out some stuff, maybe start some stuff, maybe get some more information, and then just beat ass because you guys. It's only 2 miles.
Okay, so what I think we do is
where
we go to
from
East
originally.
Haven.
You guys do not know where he's from.
He's from out of town. He's not from in town.
We could
That's
ask
all we know
East
about
Haven
here.
if he has a
Is
reputation
Olivessa
there.
from here?
So is that
Is Olivessa from here?
Olivessa? Her family was who lived in Goodmead when it was first founded. She's been in Goodmead her entire life.
Olivessa is literally the best candidate.
Yeah. That's why
Okay.
I was like, you have a repertoire with the locals.
So Declan will go, okay, let's make a compromise. What if we go to East Haven, spend a few hours there, do what we need to do, get information, and then by nightfall or the next morning, we come back here, and then we wait out the election. When the election happens, and if Olivessa wins, we can continue on happily.
It will give us time in case he's decided to take that one night of opportunity to find a proper representative of the people.
There's people still in Goodmead in favor of Olivessa. So
That's very true.
So I don't think it's going to happen before. If anything, seeing how angry he gets, he would do it after. So we still got 5 days until.
I don't know. He seems real confident in winning.
That I just saw something really funny happen on Discord. Evan went out his door, and then Gwen came out from your end, so it looked like Evan turned into Gwen. That was perfectly timed.
The truth has been revealed.
But I do agree. A day in wherever.
East Haven.
East Haven, thank you.
Yeah.
But we should return before the election cycle. So at least if he's killed her, we can try and put someone else who isn't him.
What?
Yeah.
And you know that he is definitely going to force someone who he's not affiliated with to kill her if she gets killed.
Yeah.
It won't be him or one of his loggers. Or it will be one of his loggers, and then in which case he's sloppy.
Hell, who knows? Maybe we get Marku to sign up if something happens.
Yeah.
Be like just a temporary position.
I would like all of you to roll me a perception check. As you guys are trapped.
Oh, I just realized something. I don't even have my dice out.
Well, let's be honest. You haven't really had much need to roll.
6.
Okay, write them down in chat.
I also need a pee break. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Fine.
Oh boy.
Oh, poor killing it.
These dice rolls tonight, man.
I'm killing it.
Oh, killing it.
Maelstrom, killing it.
Killing it.
With a 7.
I will postpone the information until Arpax gets back. But I love how you guys care about Olivessa so much. You know?
Well,
got Sparks
I
down.
think it's more that
someone
we
who lives
hate
there.
Santa Claus more.
Yeah. Your anger at him outweighs your liking of
Yeah.
her.
And
It's the blind following of his
I'll actually be
goons.
right back.
Build that wall.
There was a part of me that
Wanted to make him sound like that.
that made me really like. Have you seen Game of Thrones, Devin?
No.
Well, do you know is someone gonna die here? You're gonna die for some chicken? Someone is. That moment, I'm gonna find it on YouTube.
Wait, when did that happen?
Where the Hound is out with Arya, and they find the guy who stole Needle.
Oh,
It's
yes.
like,
Okay.
You're gonna die for some chickens. Someone is. I wanted pork sausage to have that moment.
I wanted to, but these dice rolls tonight are.
Yeah, definitely find that.
I will say just
That's
really
a
quick
good scene.
that if my strength modifier had been higher, I was definitely going to go back and fight those. I was going to challenge the. Oh God!
Challenge him to a formal
the woodkeepers just to like a fist fight. But with my -1, I didn't feel like I had it. They probably have less health, but they'll probably hit.
Politics.
Okay, here's the video.
Hey, who's listening into this? Watch together with me.
I am.
Oh, it's you. Okay.
Jeez.
Nice.
You're gonna die from some chickens. Someone is. Oh, they really fucking ruined that shit. God damn it.
Why did it say video unavailable?
Video unavailable?
Oh, you can't watch it in Discord. There's a lot of videos like that.
Okay.
In the tavern, yes. Okay, I remember this.
You're a talker. Talkers make me hungry. And thirsty.
Yup.
He takes his fucking drink like a boss.
Imagine you guys would have done it. You actually got to see some of Pork's his little Icewind Dale secret if he broke out into a fight there. He actually has 13 levels in Monk.
Yeah.
No, I just
hold on 1 second. I have a clip for that.
There was a big part of me that kind of wish that entire thing went down. Like Pork decided to fight them because it would have been like the Gains of New York, where all of them joined it because like they had the wooden hammer or like the mallets and stuff and just charge. That would have been so nice. But Pork is a little bit more.
In Pork's capability, I think he'd be able to do it. But with my rolls tonight, no.
Yeah, that is
This would have been Pork. Ready?
I'll be real honest. 100% of my decision on going against this guy is the fact that he called me ugly.
Yeah, mood.
And everything else is just helping personify the decision.
Exactly.
My extra attack.
Yeah.
Extra attack, Fury of Blows. Bonus action, second win.
Declan in the background at the end when the guy in the ceiling just fucking smacks him with the head.
Yeah.
Wait, Devox, you back? Is Devox?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I thought I heard him say, "Hey."
Man, Robin Williams as Popeye. What a fucking movie! I love that goddamn movie.
He's been gone for 8 years.
No.
That's really sad. Why would you say that?
Because I had to find it out through TikTok, and I cried, boy. 8 fucking years! What? That feels like it was yesterday. It was 2014, wasn't that?
In 8 years, yeah, it would be 2014.
Yeah, August 11th.
It's all gone downhill.
He died.
Since then.
He died 11 days before my birthday.
So it's just you. You're bad luck.
No.
It was 11 days. It's not me. Fuck you. Ooh, almost lost my pen.
YouTube recommendation. Why is it recommending me milk-filled lungs?
Milk-filled lungs.
Your
Love
YouTube
that.
recommendation is very much like your For You page.
I would like to use conjure water with milk instead of water. Conjure milk.
I want to. Someone did a poll on for D&D on like Instagram, one of the people that I follow, and they're like, how many of you, when you first started playing and you found create water, how many of you tried to create water in someone else's lungs? And about like 82% of people said I tried.
Yeah.
Open container, bitches.
I love how like most everyone was like, technically a human is an open container.
That doesn't. No, it's not. What
No,
clothes?
if I take a lung and I take it out of a person, I feel like I could fill it with water and walk around and drink out of it.
If it was out of a person is mostly closed besides like
I suppose
orifices.
if I want to drag a person around, I can always reach into their chest to drink out of their lungs.
I mean,
but-
isn't your lungs also like a spongy material?
yeah, it's a spongy material, kind of.
Well, if I
But
did
still,
with lizard folk, they can create stuff with bones. But there was a person, I can't remember what they were. It was a D&D live stream, but their lizard folk had some halfling lungs that he used as a water skin.
Yeah, I know. My older brother played a lizard folk necromancer named Dangly Newts, and he had a thing for collecting bones, and it was like the off campaign to my Del Toro campaign, and he ended up making a theme park called Bone World, and people would bring their deceased loved ones or people who died fighting in the for the resistance against the Shadow Lord and stuff like that, and they would bring their bones to him, and he was making a bone themed amusement park with his star ride, the Bone Go Round.
I hate that.
And the rule with the Bone Go Round, you stay on it until you die, and your bones get used for more amusement park attractions. So,
Do people know that beforehand?
oh yeah, no, they kept coming.
So just your world had a lot of suicidal people.
No, they just love theme parks. Hey man, people still go to Six Flags, so
You right? I've never been to a carnival, a festival, or an amusement park.
missing out.
No shit.
Listen,
I-
Cedar Point's only 2 hours away, bud.
The first time, dude, I bowled for the first time at the age of 21. I don't do I haven't been to a concert.
I mean, same, but I mean, I've been to a Jeff Dunham concert, but I don't think that counts.
I've been to a fucking Gordon Lightfoot when he played at the Ohio Theater. But yeah,
Fucking
do
love
y'all?
Gordon Lightfoot.
Yeah, not when he's 80. Not when he's like 80 and can barely speak.
Oh, I'm sure he could. Hey, Fallen, real quick.
Yeah.
If I move the bar and the watch together, does it change the music?
Yeah.
to you?
I've been listening
good.
to it, kind of skip.
Okay, perfect. I was just checking.
Yeah.
Why does this link open in Microsoft Edge?
Oh.
You must have that set as your default.
No, I do not. I don't. Okay, well that's weird. You know what?
She's pooping.
Hey, Devox. Where the fuck is this dumbass Canadian?
He's pooping. Y'all seen the new Street Fighter?
Holy fucking
There's a
shit!
new Street Fighter?
Yeah, they announced a new Street Fighter.
No shit. Holy shit.
Ryu's like hardcore DILF material.
Whoa.
Ellie's in it and she's dummy thick. And
Whoa. Even more so than normal?
yeah, and Ken lost the divorce
Old.
and she took the kids.
I gotta find out.
And if I remember correctly, Chun-Li, is that how you say her name?
Yeah.
It's not being played by Laura Bailey anymore, but
Yeah.
actually an Asian voice actress this time.
Oh, wait, was she Laura Bailey before?
Yeah.
She's always been Laura Bailey for the games for like a while.
I mean, I respect it. It's a good
The
change.
voice actor just like that. Yeah.
It's a good change. I'm glad. And if like, I don't understand if people would get angry at that. So far, I don't think people are angry at it.
No, I don't think so.
No, because people like, hey, respect to Laura Bailey. She's oh, hello there, America's theme.
It's my favorite theme in
Civ. Nice. Devox. Well, guess what? He's not here. So, we'll just fucking continue because he has to get off at 11, so he can go fuck himself.
Okay.
We'll just continue. So
we don't have to get off at 11, right?
no, but he doesn't want the stream to not bear witness to what happens. But
Fine.
as you guys are traveling, something catches your eyes, Arpax and Declan. On the field of light of the fallen snow, you see what looks to be something sticking up in the distance that's just odd.
Oh, I'm gonna call that out. Is there something in the snow?
Yeah, I saw it too, but last time I noticed something before we got to town. It was a terrorist that's gonna probably blow up our homes. So I don't. wanna
This
say
thing
anything.
doesn't seem to be moving.
It seems to be stationary. I'm gonna go take a look, and then
I'll
I'm
go
gonna
with you.
I'm gonna hop off the dog sled.
Yeah. No big. I'll hang back here. Sign me if you need anything.
Maelstrom will also stay behind.
Yeah.
So Arpax and Declan are going. Right?
Yes.
Okay. It is around maybe 60 or so feet off the beaten trail.
Okay.
But you guys walk, and as you get closer, you realize you start making out the shapes. It is not just one humanoid; it's two. But they're both face down in the snow.
Okay. What race?
You can't really see their faces, but they look human.
I used like my rapier to try and turn them over.
So what you can see actually is their arms are bound, not their hands, because they don't have any hands. They're just
What
nubs.
the fuck?
They look like they were roughly chopped off. But their arms are bound together so they can't move them, and they're tied behind their back. Do you scooch one over onto his back?
Yeah, I do.
You do, and you are. I would like both of you to make a con save at what you see.
Oh, Thalder dice. Okay. What's my con? Oh, -1. So that's an 11.
I
What
got
about-
a 9.
9. Both of you flip them over, and immediately it's just because what you see, their skin is gray, but their entire lower jaw is completely gone.
The fuck did I miss?
A lot. We found dead bodies in the snow.
Where?
Arpax and I went in the snow while we were leaving.
Okay.
Or while we're traveling, I mean. Arpax and I went to investigate. And there's 2 dead bodies, jaws missing.
Haven't we seen this before?
Both humans?
Both humans. But their
Oh.
bottom jaws look like they've been removed a while ago.
Yeah, have we seen this before?
Nope.
Yes, can I
I
search
mean,
the
we
pockets?
saw an encampment that was kind of like torn apart by a yeti, but other than that,
Yeah. This
Yeah,
could be Yeti.
This
That was my
the
first
work of
thought.
a Yeti.
This is not Yeti.
What?
From what you can tell, with their hands being bound, make me a medicine check again. Or an investigation.
I'm gonna do investigation.
I'll do a medicine.
Oops.
That's a 9.
That's a 16.
16. From the looks of it, they're not wearing any cold gear.
Oh.
They're wearing just both of them are male. One seems to be maybe 30 years older than the other, like maybe mid-40s. The other one seems to be maybe like early 20s, maybe like lower, maybe upper teens.
one of the towns, they don't sacrifice. It's the lotto, and you take a pick, and you're sent out into the cold with nothing to appease the.
This,
maiden.
from what you can see,
Hmm.
they've been they have a bunch of frostbite everywhere. It seems like they've been walking for a long period of time and died due to exhaustion and or bleeding out. This seems
Jeez.
on purpose. That their jaw and their hands were removed on purpose and they were shoved out to go and try and find the nearest town.
Are there
Fuck
any
that.
pockets I can check?
Yeah, but there's nothing. You can immediately tell there's nothing.
So if I can find a note. And I check inside the mouth, but the fucking jaw's gone.
The hands and the jaw things seem to be very intentional.
Oh, that's upsetting. I think we should go.
Declan, like doing this, like putting like his elbow over his like nose and mouth.
Yeah.
I'll mark this down in my journal, but there's nothing here to discern what did this.
This seems almost execution-y.
This could have been intentional. Let's just go back and tell the others what we saw.
Yeah.
There's nothing that we can gather from here.
I agree.
I'm gonna roll the body that I rolled back over.
I'll move it back over it. Mine as well.
And I'll take a few seconds just to kind of, maybe a minute at max, to mold some like snow over on top of the body.
Help with it.
Okay. And you guys make
And
it
then
back
we'll head
to
back.
the
Yep.
to the sleds. Pork and Maelstrom, you guys see them walk back, and they both seem a little bit like, ugh.
Not good, I presume.
2 dead bodies.
Oh.
Jaws missing, hands missing.
Oh.
Arms bound.
Does
Arms bound.
that seems like an execution?
Yes,
Yeah.
very much so. Don't know what did it or who did it, but these bodies were left here 100%.
I would like Maelstrom.
Yeah.
I would like for you to make me just a straight wisdom check.
All right. Is this to figure out what the execution thing means?
In a sense, yes.
Straight wisdom?
Straight wisdom.
14.
14.
Nice.
You haven't heard of this exact like form of execution, but however, there's been organizations, mainly during like wartime or like during like inquisitions and things like that, where to make sure that the previous party to get answers through speak with dead, it was customary to remove someone's jaws if they couldn't in death. So this was you are confident this was an attempt to keep these people silent forever.
Fuck.
Yeah, I relay that to the others.
Somewhere stuff.
Yeah, that's tough.
And from your investigation check, Declan, they seem to have walked a while before.
They have wear and tear on their feet. They look like they walked.
Yeah. With the amount of frostbite that they have on them, and so they were missing a good fair share of toes and a lot of wear and tear. It looks like they've been walking for maybe several days at most before finally collapsing and dying of exhaustion.
Thanks.
These people were marched to their death for probably several days before they finally perished. Whoever did this was I don't even know. Whoever did this to them wanted them to feel every inch of pain. Whoever did this was a monster. Through and through.
Maybe we'll find some answers in East Haven about that. A lot of people there.
We'll ask around. Vaguely. Let's not.
Yeah. Because I know.
We're already going to go in being hated. Let's not throw in talking about dead people.
Isn't East Haven one of the ones that sacrifices?
From what you know about sacrifice is that you are burned.
Okay.
That is their form of sacrifice.
Gotcha. Alright. Yep.
Okay. So you guys travel the rest of the way to East Haven. And let me bring you to the East Haven part of the map. Because it is the second biggest town.
Holy moly.
You guys are coming from this area.
Bigger than Bryn Shandir? What the fuck?
Yeah, I think so. No. Targos is biggest. Because East Haven has 750 people. Bryn Shandir has 1,200. And Targos has 1,000. So it's the third biggest town.
Yeah, so maybe it's because there's no walls, but I swear there's more houses here.
Well, I can try and find Bryn Shandir. So
I got it.
there are more houses.
Yeah.
Strange. I think maybe it's because think of not Tourmaline. Targos of having apartments,
Yeah.
right? Because actually I think East Haven is more on the sense of Bryn Shandir, because this is what Bryn Shandir looks like.
Oh hey, it's the Isekai city.
And like Targos, that's Targos.
Isekai Light.
Targos has 1,000 people in it.
All right, so probably it could be because there's walls for both of those cities, and these are just more spread out, and some of the houses are bigger.
Yeah.
That's probably what it is.
But you guys arrive in to East Haven. Let's see. Okay. As you guys walk in, you see the streets are a little bit bare for the most part. But as you guys continue throughout the town, you do see when you. I'm guessing you guys are going to try and find like Speaker's house, inn, or something like that.
Yeah, the usual.
The usual. So Speaker's house first.
Yeah.
Okay. You make it to where you ask the random people that seem to be out and about, and they point you in towards the town hall. And as you guys approach, you guys see a crowd has gathered in front of the town hall to watch the public execution of Dazan, a human wizard who, despite efforts to disguise himself, was recognized and arrested for the crimes he has inflicted upon the Dale folk. He has been bound to the stake and gagged. Members of the militia use torches to light the straw tucked around his feet. Fanned by the wind, the fire catches quickly. Dazan does not struggle or scream as he quickly is engulfed in flames. Like, you guys just arrived as he is burst into flames on the stake. But you do see bundled up spectators move closer to the human bonfire, eager to feel its warmth.
You like coins.
So that is your first thing you see.
So much for seeing if he was innocent.
But it's strange to you that he doesn't struggle nor scream. But he's engulfed in flames.
Can I make a perception check to make sure he's real?
Sure.
Not just like an illusion or something.
Devox, check your DMs.
Well, that's a whole 5.
You don't. You can't say much. What about you? What about you, Pork?
Fuck. 8.
They can't really tell from here. But you do see a lot of the people don't seem to be bothered that the guy is burning, but they're kind of like, "Ooh, fire, warmth."
Yeah.
However, with your guys' passive perceptions, you do see a half elf woman, seemingly looking at you. She's wearing a tailored coat and a fur hat.
I'll gesture to everybody else, and I'll kind of just wave at her and start making my way over.
She actually meets you halfway.
I follow as well.
She goes, "I don't think I've seen your face before. Are you new to East Haven?"
Yeah, this is first time here in East Haven. Greetings, my name's Pork Sausage, Pork Son of Sausage, and this is
Hello, I'm Declan Tiberius Caldwell.
I'm Arpax.
And that's Maelstrom. He's a little sleepy. We're the large lads. We've been going around helping the 10 towns and heard rumors that looking for some sort of assistance. Oh,
What?
excuse me, where's my manner? And you are?
I am Captain Imdra Arlagas.
Nice to meet you,
Arlagas.
Captain.
And I'll type her name in. She goes, I am the captain of the guard here.
She's not the speaker.
No, she's the captain of the guard, not
Okay.
speaker. Here's her
Oh,
name.
they have guards here. Holy
Imdra.
shit.
Well, she's the captain of the militia.
Okay.
You seem a bit caught off guard about the whole scene. She nods towards the fire.
It's not every day you pull into town and see someone getting lit up. So, you know.
Well, it's not every day you catch a cold someone who murdered adventurers that were helping the town. So don't feel too sorry for it.
What do they do?
They were helping. There were goblins. They were trying to figure that out, and they were murdered by man currently burning to death.
Oh.
So don't feel too sorry.
Just curious. Did they have a reason why?
He didn't say anything, but it was strange. He just did it for fun, I guess.
You
He didn't
guess,
talk much.
or
He
told you?
didn't talk much. We tried to ask him, but he didn't. He refused to speak.
Did he have any personal belongings, or?
We checked him. Nothing except for a spell book, but that is being burned with him.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's burning currently?
Yes, like he is engulfed.
Fuck.
Yeah, you it says that you guys are as the party arrives, they're too late to stop it. You guys see it as he is immediately engulfed. He's not screaming, nor is he struggling. He's just kind of burning there.
Seems very
Is there-
calm for a man who was
Is there
currently
any
on fire.
chance? Yeah, is there any chance Declan could get there before the spellbook is completely burnt?
You can look. Roll me a perception check to see if you see it.
Can I look and try to like? Is anybody?
let's
The
go.
lights may be on, but is anybody home to this guy? Can I like insight check him?
19.
19. You do see the book. It is
Am I
close.
able to grab it?
You might burn yourself a little bit, but if
I'll take the damage.
Okay. You might not be able to scavenge some pages.
I go, and I panic run over to it, and I just pull the book out with both hands.
You take 6 points of damage
That's fine.
as your fur is charred, and you see the captain
As she
tilt
like,
her head at him, like, "What the fuck?"
I imagine
He's a purveyor of the arcane arts, and he's been we've been traveling all together for quite a while. I guess we could consider ourselves adventurers.
You said you call yourself the large lads.
Oh yeah, well
What
look at
about
us.
you?
But
That one there. I've heard about him. And she points at Declan.
What about
You
him?
heard about? I come back. I'm like blowing fire off the book. You heard about me?
Travelers that come from Enchanted. A couple of people that are doing trade routes. Some dwarven people came in. They said you helped with their shipment. I thought I recognized you in the crowd.
Yeah. No, we totally helped them. They lost the iron shipment out in we wouldn't gone back for it.
We're
Yeah.
happy to help him.
I've also heard some not so nice things about you, but
Well,
I want to see. I wanted to talk to you to see if I can make my own decision based on.
I know we got all good intentions. We just came back from good meat, and
She points a very authoritative figure at you, Declan. She goes, "If I hear anything about magic that causes any harm to my people,
I don't cause harm to people.
I know I will. I am going to take the logical guess here and just say that you do not want spells to be burned, but you're going to be my first suspect if I hear anything magical related. So be on your best behavior."
I understand that, and I will. I just want you to know, the only time I used magic on someone that wasn't hostile to me was on my dear friend Arpax, because I thought he was going to do something bad, but he didn't do anything bad.
I think
tried
that's
to steal
honestly
my
like.
soup.
Honestly, I looked at the rest of it. I mean, I think that's some growth. Honestly, that's the first time we used any forces of like authoritative pressure outside of being attacked. That's the
That's
first
fairly
time.
true.
I'm really proud of us, guys.
That's the first time
work.
we showed restraint. I just
you-
want to say, I just want that to be made known.
So you help people.
I'm
Yes.
gonna make everybody a birthday cake. Happy birthday.
Yes,
We've been working our way east slowly.
yeah, I'm here to study the eternal winter of 10 towns and try to figure out what is going on. My goal is to get to the source of the problem. The Frost Maiden, as people have called it.
Well, I can't. That is one beyond my pay grade, and two, none of my concern really. My concern is here with East Haven, so I can't really help you with that one. So if you're not going to, if that is your main course of business, and you're not
Well,
going to,
that's the overarching course of business. But we're also here to help out the 10 towns where we can. So
what is your? So where do you actually? I'm going to start over here. Where are all of you from? Might I ask? She points at you, Arpax. You first.
Oh, I am from the north. I didn't live in any of the towns.
You lived in the tundra.
Yes, I lived with some tribes up in the tundra.
Ooh, you're a long way from home.
I wanted to see if I could find any information down here in the towns.
What about you? And she points at you, Declan.
Go to someone else.
What about you? She points at you, pork sausage.
I'm looking for the map. I have it written down. Hold on.
Did I ever tell you where I'm from?
You did. You are from the Sword Coast. Starts with a B,
Yeah.
I think.
Baldur's Gate.
No.
Oh God, Declan was from Baldur's Gate. He'd be nothing but a criminal.
A criminal.
I'm looking through our old messages.
You guys can simply say that you're not from 10 Towns.
I am not from 10 Town.
I'm 10 towns. I'm south, a little bit south of Waterdeep. I'm from Daggerford, small little trading town.
So
Why
what
did we
the?
from this area?
It seems like it.
I just worked as a ship cook and made dock here. Wasn't able to leave, and I've met up with these guys. And turns out I got some pretty good fighting capabilities. I was trained for. I guess that's why it would make sense. But yep.
So I'm guessing your business in East Haven is purely looking for work.
We're always looking for work.
I heard you in particular were looking for some workmen, and we also heard about some fishermen who got attacked by some gnolls.
That I don't think I'm privy to. I mean, gnolls do comment about, and the fishermen do have their problems. But however, there's currently an investigation going on, and if you are willing to help and or express any type of interest into it, I can share a little bit of information on it if you're willing to help.
I think that was our plan.
Well, she goes,
Oh,
come with me, and she kind of like takes you guys away from the crowd a little bit, just so that you guys don't have to like be there with the burning smell of
Yeah.
flesh.
if I'm not mistaken, I'm from Blackford Crossing.
There it
And
is.
I do say that.
Yeah.
Just on the other side of the spine of the world.
She goes, see, you're not the only one that's close to home. She points at you, Arpax. Both of you are fairly close. She goes, well,
Yes.
four fishermen went missing on Loch Dinashire, a 10-day ago, which is a week. The coastline is hard to sail along because of the ice floes, but most of our anglers prefer it. Actually, there are a few competing fishermen from the other lake towns. We need someone to scout the coastline to go search for them. Are you willing to go do that?
You're just looking for some missing fishermen on the
course.
coastline.
Yeah. It has been a bit. They've been gone, and their families are worried. And currently, my militia are a little bit run
Preoccupied?
thin. Yes, we have a lot of people to look after. Not a lot of hands to do that. So if we need to go, someone to go at least just go along, scout the coastline, come back and tell me what you find. If you find them, make sure they're safe.
How big is the coastline?
Let me actually look at you. Go back to the main
Yeah, 'cause I
map
remember
so
the
that
main
you
map
can
being
see.
fucking huge.
So Loch Dinashire, that coastline of closer to East Haven. Then you're not gonna go. I don't think you're gonna go all the way to Caer Dineval or Canconic.
Oh, so like this area.
Roughly, yeah.
So the southern coast.
So the coast.
Declan Sound.
Yeah. I mean, we can do that for you.
I suppose.
If you do need a boat, I can. You can borrow
We
one
will.
from one of the anglers at the docks. She looks at you and she goes, "All of you are pretty big. So a
Maybe
rowboat,
two.
a rowboat. No, I think a rowboat could help you. It can. I don't think you want a skiff. A skiff can only hold one of you.
Are
So-
you calling us fat?
No, I'm calling. Well, all of you are like, pretty big, bigger than me, bigger than the fishermen. I'm scared that you might tip over.
We're just messing with you. We do it for everybody. Yeah.
We do have some-
You all tower over everyone in the vicinity. So, like, the tallest human is 6 foot.
Oh yeah, bro. I'm like.
I got 1 inch on him.
Yeah. So
Wait, no, I don't.
I'm 7'4" and the smallest of my brothers. So like.
Oh no, I'm 6'6".
yeah, you
I'm
have
taller than- I'm
several.
pretty sure I'm the tallest of the large lads.
Yeah.
I am 7'2" and smallest amongst all my friends.
Yeah.
So
I am
6'11".
6'11".
And Pork is what, 6'8"?
yeah,
6'6".
6'6". So he is the shortest of the group,
I'm the shortest of the large lads.
but still taller than the average folk here. She goes, "Well, if you do that, I will be very grateful for it. I think East Haven will also be very grateful, and their families would be very happy. And if you do not like what you find, I'm pretty sure their family would at least like the knowledge that good an answer.
Yeah. Of course.
How many, just for an exact number?
4.
4.
They went out on a rowboat a week ago. They have not been seen since.
We do have some dogs for our dog sled. Do you mind? keeping an eye on them?
I will. I personally cannot look after them, but you can take them to the stables, and she can
As long
point.
as you have somewhere that we can leave them.
Yes.
Yeah, she. Let me go back to East Haven. On the map, you'll see there is a highlighted stables kind of down south to it.
Yeah.
If you zoom out, this is a big map. But she goes, just tell them I sent you, and I'm sure that if they make you pay a price, it'll be lowered. Just say that you're helping the guards.
Will
Appreciate
do.
that.
Thank you.
Yeah, so she just said scout.
Follow-up question. Any general goods stores, Smiths, or
Well,
in town?
let's see. She goes, not in terms of we don't really have stores per se. I mean, I'm sure that you can ask around and get, the stable might have a couple of things of supplies. We have an inn and we have a tavern. We have the White Lady. That's the inn. If you need a good night's sleep, but if you want a nice meal and a good drink, that's the Wet Trout. But the people of East Haven, let's see, are they actually nice people? Because
Let's find out.
they're relatively
Answer.
friendly. 2 out of 3.
Double.
They're 2 out of 3 on services. 3. So I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find what you. Just ask her.
Okay, thank you.
She also has not offered any sort of reward for your services.
I don't think we're looking for payment on this one.
We're
so
looking
we're
at
not.
increasing
in here.
reputation.
Yeah.
Cool. She goes, well, thank you, and I'll be here at the town hall if you need something. When you get back. Yes. You have a question?
No, I think you just said thank you.
Yeah.
So, I was going to ask really quickly. Going through many of 10 towns, we've met the speaker for just about every town. I'm kind of just to ensure you still have a speaker here.
Yes, we do. Dennis Whalen, and I'll type his name in chat. He is currently very, very busy. I don't know if he is currently up to talk. But I'm sure once you scout and he might be. He's currently very busy.
Of course, I was just making sure.
Yes. I'm sure if you help and your reputation has preceded you. I would say that. He does know of your existence. I don't know whether that's he thinks the same as I do and is indifferent, or he is one-sided. I don't know. But he does know of your existence. So if that is any consolation.
We'll check and see if you still had a speaker and stuff like that, because we just came from Good Mead, because they're found out their speaker recently.
I know Devox
Passed away. But there's currently an election going on. Do you know anything about that?
Can't say that I have. My condolences go out to their speaker and his family. I'm sure it is very stressful over there with the election going.
It is. There's one who deserves the title of speaker, and then there's one who doesn't.
I'm sure a lot of people feel that way.
None of your business. You're not worried about Good Mead, so no need to bother you with it.
True.
I mean, technically speaking, the speakers all have to talk to each other for the betterment of 10 towns as a whole, but let's be honest, they don't really talk.
All I'm saying is Shanderfroth.
I don't know who that is.
Well, if he becomes speaker, you will. All you need to know about him is that he is a brute, and he does not deserve the title he is given if he wins the election. But you didn't hear that from me. You simply heard that from the people of Goodmead.
Well, I hope that whoever the other candidate is wins.
Olaf.
Sure.
Telling someone to vote for an American election when they live in like Papua New Guinea.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm not telling her to vote for them. I'm just saying, like, when the speakers have their meetings, don't fucking listen
Whatever the fuck he says.
dickhead. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm getting at.
He called
Well-
me ugly.
Oh, that is unfair.
Thank you.
He bullied his friends into voting for him.
You have a very lovely snout.
I appreciate that. It is a very nice snout for a kobold.
He
She kind of
bullied-
squints and tilts her head. She goes, but you can see the thought process of, I'm not going in on that. And
Yeah.
just ignores it.
He bullied his friends to believe that what he was doing was right. In the meantime,
Sounds like a politician.
yeah, dropping wood on my feet and throwing the snowball at my head.
You see, she kind of is fighting a smile. She goes, that is so unfortunate. But you have to admit it's a bit funny.
It's funny, but not
A bit
something a
uncalled for.
politician should agree with.
I don't take thugs, the thought of thugs like that. So
Mhm.
that is completely unfair. But I have my duties to attend to, and a crowd to
Please, get back with
disperse.
your day.
Please stop by the town's hall whenever you get back, and please be safe. Don't try to get yourself killed. I do not want that to weigh on my conscience.
We'll do our best.
Thank you. You look, I mean, from what I've heard, you handle yourselves well, but it's ice. Don't tip over and get stuck under the cold water. Thank you.
We won't.
She just walks off.
So to speed things up, go check the dogs in, pay how much,
Mhm, mhm.
and then since it's close to
Pay 2 gold, 1 for each.
okay, yeah.
And we can kick back off next session.
Like I imagine we just go and say like, hey, can we rent a boat out?
Yeah, you find a boat right around the White Lady Inn area. Get a rowboat, and we'll pick up when you guys scout the coast.
Yeah,
I would
sounds
like
good.
to do one last thing. Just
Sure.
nudge Declan and say, "Welcome to the Guards Got an Eye on You Club."
Thanks.
And that's where we will end next session.
It was a
Guys.
good session.
Not much combat, but political.
Such a short session.
Well, we did start at 8.
Well, it's not
Um,
our fault that this dickhead got a job that make him have to end the session at 11.
Or this dickhead decided to make food and not eat while playing like the rest of. I've been eating. I got one of those.
am a professional streamer.
Ate and played at every session beforehand.
Yeah,
I am a professional streamer.
You can suck the
I'm gonna
biggest dick
gonna
of the
say
world,
a
bro.
slur to get you banned.
Joke's on you, I probably already said it.
Doesn't matter. I'll repeat it on stream.
I will rapid fire say it until you turn it off. But no, that'll end it. You guys get no XP because you
All right.
have not done.
Political fuckery does not give experience points, sadly.
No, it does not count. But however, you do know of 1, 2, 3 of the tall tales of 10 Towns. You know of the random noise that Declan hears. You know about the weird chasm. And you also know about
The whale
the whale.
and the gnome fortress.
Oh, that's 4 then.
Gnome Fortress and the
Goblin
fish hook.
fortress.
The goblin.
The
Well,
Goblin
the
Fortress and the fish hook. Does that count as a separate one?
the gnome is no, not the gnome.
The fish hook is the chasm.
Yeah, the fism. Is the cat.
Sorry, I unplugged my headphones for half a second.
It's
Yeah, I mean,
almost- I'm thinking the fish hook gets us to the whale.
Pretty sure.
Well, no, we could summon the whale with the bell.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I
we
guess
actually
that's like
catch
an
it with the hook.
alternative way you could get it.
Well, if you had to put it on a fishing rod, so if you guys can think that you can reel in a whale,
Have you seen the size?
Listen,
of pork
rope
sausage?
and log counts as a fishing rod for giants.
just
If
end your
there's a
stream
magic-
and go to bed.
If there's a
Okay,